Okay, hey everyone, welcome to this really random week stream of Danganronpa V3. Also, hey YouTube, welcome. So yeah, right now we're getting ready to tackle the 5th chapter of this game. And so far it looks like an easy one. I hope there is not surprises or anything like that, but for what we have seen during the investigation, this looks like a very, very easy trial with only just 1 or 2 suspects. Now they can speak. So yeah, this actually looks kind of easy. So let's jump right into the game. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, this one actually looks kind of obvious who the killer is, but I'm still gonna do a little recap of what happened when we arrived to the screen of the trial. Continue. Here we are. Okay, so Class Trial 5. Okay, I'm gonna move this a little bit so I can read. On the fight against the mastermind, Kokichi, the students must survive a class trial without knowing the murder or the victim. An unpredictable trial begins. Okay, so this is the little summary of the case. They still don't know who died, but we find what appears to be Kaito's jacket sticking out under the hydraulic press. So, for obvious reasons, Kokichi must be the killer, and Kaito is the one crushed inside the hydraulic press. Or if not, can be the opposite. But there was only 2 persons in that room, so if it's not Kaito, it's Kokichi, but one of them is actually the killer and the other is the victim. So yeah, this seems to be a really straightforward one, but was really gruesome. I don't going to lie. When I saw that during the investigation, was like, that was creepy as fuck. But yeah, let's see what the class trial prepared for us. I'm actually confident of my idea. Let's hope it goes well.
Ahem! Now then,
We know the basics.
I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will graduate.
Graduation is meaningless here. We already know that. We don't need your rules anymore. We'll find our own reasons to live. And we'll do whatever it takes to survive.
Wow! An actual talking robot! I've never seen one of those before.
Seriously?
What happened to Kokichi? Why isn't he here?
Aw, don't make that face, killer. This case has some unique circumstances.
Unique circumstances?
'Cause for this murder, the victim's identity is completely unknown. Given these circumstances, I decided to start off this class trial while the victim is still anonymous. After all, it'd be a shame if I let such a rare opportunity go to waste.
Is that possible? I thought everyone had to participate in the class trial.
Okay, even he doesn't know.
Don't worry, the person who's still alive is waiting behind the scenes for their cue. It's all part of the overall production. Anyway, let's get this trial moving!
Okay, this is going to be interesting.
I guess we have no choice but to start the trial under these conditions.
What's there to even talk about? The Blackened is the mastermind, Kokichi.
Yeah, that's the only thing I can think of too.
It's too soon to decide anything for certain. We don't even know if Kaito was the victim. long are you going to say that? The victim is Kaito. End of discussion.
But we need to be absolutely sure. If we don't positively identify the victim, the other person will never show themselves, right?
Before we can identify a suspect, we need to determine who the victim is.
Why are we even talking about something so obvious? What a pain.
Everyone thinks that Kaito is the victim, but I have my doubts. There's a chance Kaito is still alive. If we keep discussing the case, I'm sure we will see the truth. Okay, time for it. Hydraulic press, Kaito's
The
code.
victim has to be Kaito.
Kaito was taken prisoner by Kokichi, so he could have killed him whenever he wanted.
And the hydraulic press had his clothes inside.
Kokichi can't be the victim because there's no evidence for it. So the victim must be Kaito.
And the culprit must be Kokichi!
We lost a really good guy today. Kazing! If only mages could cast revive spells.
Kokichi's disappearance? I don't think so. There is no evidence that allows us to confirm the victim or the survivor? It's too early to declare who the victim is.
The victim has to be Kaito.
Kaito was taken prisoner by Kokichi,
Oh yeah, Kokichi's clothes.
so he could have killed him whenever he wanted.
Yeah, whoever is the killer
And
is
the
still going to
hydraulic
die,
press had
so...
his clothes inside.
true.
Kokichi can't be the victim because there's no evidence.
that's wrong!
Okay, time to begin.
I have evidence that points to Kokichi being the victim.
Oh,
I found
that's a good
this
one,
in the
Yusuf.
hangar.
Is that Kokichi's coat?
Yes, and look here. There are bloodstains on the sleeve. That would indicate that Kokichi suffered an external injury, correct?
Kokichi was injured.
The fact that these were flushed down the toilet implies that they are evidence of a crime.
What about it? Kaito's clothes were in the hydraulic press. As long as we have that evidence, there's no doubt that Kaito was the one murdered.
Yeah, that's right. It's one of those irrefutable evidence thingies.
Ever since she found the body in the hangar, Maki insisted that it's Kaito's. But why is that? I thought we had an understanding. I thought she wanted to believe Kaito is still alive. Either way, it seems Maki's hung up on Kaito's clothes. In that case, I need to demonstrate a flaw in relying on that evidence. If I do that, I think she will realize that there's a chance that Kaito is alive.
Actually, there's something bothering me about the clothes found in the hydraulic press.
Hmm? What about them?
There's something peculiar about those clothes. The sleeve of the jacket, I think?
That's it! Why was only the sleeve sticking out of the hydraulic press? If Kaito had been crushed by the press, the sleeve shouldn't have been empty.
Kaito never had his arms in the sleeves, I think?
There should have been an arm inside the sleeve as well. So the fact that we found an empty sleeve should...
Shall I kill that logic? You're dumber than I thought if I have to go out of my way to explain it to you. If you can't even see that, then be quiet. Otherwise, you're just annoying me.
Hydraulic plates, Kaito's coat.
The coat sleeve sticking out of the hydraulic press is rather telling. It couldn't have been anyone else but Kaito. If you can't see that, then you weren't looking hard enough.
I wasn't looking hard enough. What do you mean?
He always dressed himself in a rather odd manner. He never put his arms through his coat sleeves. So when the hydraulic press crushed him, all that stuck out was his coat sleeve. If you understand to be quiet already. Otherwise, you're getting in the way.
She got a valid point there. She's strong. We can conclude Kaito dead in the audience.
He always dressed himself in a rather odd manner. He never put his arms through his coat sleeves.
Maybe this?
I'll cut through your words!
Yeah, it feels actually so empty without that many people.
Yes, it's true. Kaito never put his arm through his sleeve. But that was just his right arm. He wore his left sleeve normally.
Yeah, there's...
And the left sleeve was the one we found outside the press.
Yeah, that's the one that actually was curious. We just write a word this. No. I still don't feel so sure about that.
Knowing how Kaito wore his coat, that's awfully strange, isn't it?
Then maybe neither of his arms were through the sleeves.
Huh?
It's a possibility. In the end, your reasoning is full of holes. Stop getting in my way. I have to defeat Kokichi.
Maki, what's really going on? Since you made up your mind that Kaito is definitely dead. But why would you do that?
It's like Maki said, though. Kaito's gotta be the victim. Because if Kokichi, the mastermind, was dead, the killing game would be over.
Yeah, that's true.
Monokuma, hurry up and bring Kokichi here. We already know who the victim is.
Huh? Already? You sure it's not too soon?
We need the suspect present, now that he's the subject of our discussion.
Gotcha. I guess I'll bring him out now. Hey, Mr. Suspect! That's your cue!
The fuck? That was unexpected.
An exisal?
What? Why is an exisal here?
Haha, whoops, my bad. Seems like I gave you guys a scare, huh?
What's this?
Is that Kaito's voice?
Oh shit, so I was right.
Kaito?
There was a lot going on, so I just hid in an exisal and kind of dozed off. And that's why I'm so late. Anyway, what's going on, guys?
Oh, hold on. Then the one that died wasn't Kaito.
Stupid! That was just a lie!
The hell?
You guys thought I died? I would never! No way!
Kokichi?
I'm gonna live till I die. I'm gonna laugh instead of cry.
Wow, that's old. How old are you?
I thought as much. Your appearance right now is fit for a lowly asshole like you.
You're making me blush. You're getting so angry over me.
Is that really you, Kokichi?
That's right, Crackerjack.
Seriously, how old are you?
Then why are you hiding in there? Show yourself!
Oh, this is more for self-defense. Little Miss Cranky Pants would kill me if I showed myself. I understand how you guys must feel. You can't believe it because I'm like this, right? That's what I thought. In that case, I brought evidence.
Evidence?
Ta-da! The video camera. It was in the warehouse, but I brought it to the hangar, just in case. Man, that was a smart move. Thanks to this, I filmed it so everyone could see it clearly. The moment the victim died.
did you say?
Alrighty then! Let's watch this shocking moment. Hey, Monokuma! Can you connect the video camera to the monitor?
Roger that!
Now go grab the camera from the episode, look it up to the courtroom monitor, and play the tape for us. Oh god! So this is going to be brutal if that is the case. Yeah, that's Kaito's. Holy shit.
Huh? Kaito?
This is terrible! Why would something like this?
I saw it through my fingers. The moment Kaito was crushed. I'm gonna...
By the way, I'd like to add that this footage has not been doctored in any way. This video camera only has the basic functions. Just the play, record, and pause buttons, so you can't edit after filming it. And of course, I didn't upload it to a computer to edit it either. Right, Monokuma? Oh, you can talk. Your answer is necessary for a fair discussion.
I see. If it's necessary for a fair discussion, then I will answer. No trace of that footage was found on any of the computers inside the Academy.
See? If it wasn't connected to any computer, then editing the footage would be impossible. Which means this footage is 100% real.
If that's the case, then it would seem our suspicions can be lifted. The body we found inside the hangar, crushed in the hydraulic press, is definitely Kaito.
Was that really him?
Poor Kaito. I can't believe he died such a horrible death.
Actually same.
I can't believe he died with his guts and his brain splattered all over that machine.
Oh, shut up.
Stop it! Now I'm starting to not feel well.
That's probably because I used my magic to transfer all my barf over to you.
I know that's a joke, but the thought of it...
Why was Kaito killed? Kokichi had no reason to kill Kaito. He actually had reasons to kill Kaito. He had just told us all that he was the mastermind, that the killing game was over. So what will he gain by killing Kaito? Well, if you think in the past, Kaito literally was mad at him like twice. So he got his reasons.
It looks like you finally believe that I'm the one in this exosome.
Yes. With that, we can definitively say that the culprit is... you.
Huh? Why?
You filmed the moment the victim died, which means you were present at the scene. As the person who filmed this footage, you're the only one who could be the culprit.
But if the culprit shot the video, why would they go out of their way to show it?
Oh man, you got me! Yeah, I'm the culprit.
It's not the culprit necessarily for that reason. It's because he was the only one in that room.
Jeez, I totally dug my own grave. Here's the truth. I decided to participate in this trial in an exisal after I killed Kaito. Of course, it was mostly to make the victim unknown, to jazz up this trial. I took that footage for proof, so I could reveal it after you guys get the correct answer. But I totally spaced out. I wasn't supposed to show it right away.
So does that mean you admit to the crime?
Oh, man. I dug my own grave again? Well, I don't think you guys will believe any of the excuses I make now. So, I give up.
You're giving up? Does that mean it's been decided?
Is it okay that this trial was so short?
I see no problem.
That's fine. We knew from the very start that Kokichi was the killer. But before we vote, I want to say something to Kokichi. We may be the mastermind, but I won't let you escape after you violated the rules. That would desecrate the killing game Junko Enoshima created, right? Your beloved Junko Enoshima.
Junko?
Whatever. It's voting time now. Let's go before Kokichi changes his...
No, hold on a second. This isn't right. The culprit comes in, confesses to the crime, and the trial ends? That's not how this goes. That doesn't sound like the kind of game Kokichi or Monokuma or Junko would play.
What if the mastermind got tired of it? The remnants of despair were like that.
No, if they were tired of it, they wouldn't have put all that effort into the video. There would have been no need for this class trial in the first place. Something's not right. We need to get a better feel for the situation. I think Kokichi has some sort of plan. He's trying to trap us.
Trap us? Are you saying Kokichi isn't the culprit? Then, are you suggesting one of us is the culprit?
If it's not Kokichi, then the culprit must be one of us.
One of us?
That's not possible!
No, I didn't say that. I was just saying it's dangerous to trust Kokichi.
Shuichi is so distrusting. But it's exactly like Shuichi said! I'm actually not the culprit!
Seriously?
What? But that contradicts what you said previously.
Yepers, that was a lie. Sorry, I lied again. The real culprit of this case is super bad at hiding themselves, so I thought I could help. I pretended to be the culprit by using the footage! It made the game more interesting, too.
Are you serious?
What's the truth and what's a lie? I don't know anymore.
It's fine, because Kokichi is the culprit. He killed Kaito. No matter how much he deceives us, it won't change our minds. The footage shows he did it. Kokichi has to be the only option.
The only option? Is that really true? Are we just going to leave it at that? Well, I have no space for doubting that, actually. But let's see.
There's no doubt that Kokichi is the culprit. We all saw that footage from earlier, right?
Kaito got crushed to death.
Oh, wait!
Horrible video.
No, damn it!
Whoever committed that crime was with Kaito in the hangar.
Which just leaves Kokichi then.
Then the culprit is...
Kokichi.
Kokichi Oma, the mastermind of this entire killing game. And Kaito's killer.
Kokichi killed Kaito with hydraulic press. That's the consensus right now. But is that even possible?
There's no doubt that Kokichi is
I
the
see
culprit.
no reason for that being
We all
not
saw
possible.
that footage from earlier, right?
Well, let's try that.
Kaito got crushed to death.
Dude.
That's wrong!
I love when you slow the time, how it sounds like that. So funny. Anyways.
The safety function would make it impossible to kill Kaito with the press.
A safety function.
Yes, it was written on the safety precautions. The hydraulic press will automatically stop if its infrared sensor detects a living organism.
So the hydraulic press won't move at all if there's a living person under it?
Which is why it couldn't have been used to kill Kaito.
Which means it's more likely that Kaito was crushed after being killed by some other means.
So what we saw in that video, he was already dead by then?
I
But
think
you
yes.
could disable the infrared sensor of the safety function with an electro bomb.
No, I don't think Kokichi would use an electro bomb for that purpose.
Besides, I think if he uses that, he also will disable the hydraulic press.
It would have taken down the hangar's alarm system and the Exosol's remote control.
Oh my god, Yuzu.
It would have put Kokichi at a significant disadvantage.
But you can't be too sure I wouldn't do that. I'm the type who would do anything for fun.
Also, we don't have any evidence of a different murder method other than the hydraulic
No, we do. I have a plausible theory for the murder.
What?
Yes, there is a clue that suggests the victim was killed before being crushed. I found it somewhere around the hydraulic press. Around the hydraulic press? Oh! Wait! Swipe pattern bloodstain.
This is it!
Yeah, that's right. I was like, what?
There was a swipe pattern bloodstain in the hangar, suggesting a body was dragged. The bloodstain goes from the bathroom all the way to the press.
Oh, that was the restroom where Kaito was being held, wasn't it?
Bloodstains were also found inside the bathroom. That can't be coincidence.
So Kaito was killed in the restroom, then dragged to the press and crushed?
If the bloodstain even was Kaito's.
What?
We only guessed that Kaito was killed in the bathroom. Since his body was crushed, we'll never know if Kaito died some other way.
We might not be able to examine the body, but we don't have evidence that suggests a cause of death. This?
There!
The hole on the sleeve?
The small hole on the sleeve of Kaito's coat is the key to his cause of death.
The small hole? No. There is no way that hole's got anything to do with the weapon. I'll hit you with my everything you buy will go on sale the next day curse.
What?
Himiko, what's wrong? Why are you freaking out all of a sudden?
I'm not freaking out. I'm just saying it's impossible for the weapon to be that small.
No, it's not impossible. I can show you. The weapon that left the small hole in the Kaito's sleeve is a crossbow.
This is it! I believe the weapon was the crossbow found in the bathroom.
A crossbow arrow would certainly leave a hole that small. Can we then conclude that Kaito was shot with that crossbow? If so, that crossbow just might be the actual murder weapon used to kill Kaito.
I see. It's so surprising that a crossbow is the murder weapon.
Seriously, Himiko, what's wrong?
She probably needs to pee. Anyway, about Kaito getting shot. If that was his cause of death, then I wonder who shot him with the crossbow.
You.
Well, I already know, but I won't tell you.
He's just playing with us.
Then let's show him that playtime is over. Let's show him that the students of Hope's Peak Academy will never submit to despair.
Hope? Despair?
Okay, time for it.
I wonder who shot Kaito with the crossbow. What a mystery, right guys?
Who else but you could have done it?
The shot would need to be fired from inside the hangar to hit Kaito.
We couldn't go in the hangar. The alarm system and electric barrier were in the way.
That's
If
true.
we couldn't go in the hangar, and Kokichi had been in there, then he must be the one.
I see, so I'm the culprit.
Kaito had been in there, but the murder weapon was a crossbow. Knowing that, we should be able to visualize the murder.
I wonder who shot Kaito with the crossbow. What a mystery, right guys?
Okay, I have a...
Who else but you
That
could
is
have
the
done
only
it?
piece of evidence that I think
The
will
shot
match.
would need to be fired
Yeah.
from inside the hangar to hit Kaito.
That's wrong!
Okay, that's apparently the only one I have. If you think logically.
Even without going in the hangar, it was possible to land a shot with a crossbow. There was a window in the bathroom of the hangar. Maybe it wasn't possible to get in, but you could have shot through the window. And remember that Kaito was confined to the bathroom.
So if they shot Kaito through the window, they could have killed him in the hangar. Which means the murder suspect list grows to 6 people, including me!
What did you say?
But put plainly, that means
It seems Shuichi wants to make one of us the culprit. Is that it? Is that what a detective does?
Huh?
Do detectives always accuse people, even when they're friends? It seems like it. You suspected Kaito in the previous class trial, too. You're always suspicious of your friends.
What's wrong, Maki? You seem like you're kind of on edge.
Of course I am. When we said we would defeat the remnants of despair, someone got in our way.
No, you don't understand. I'm not trying to...
It doesn't matter how much you get in my way. I will absolutely defeat Kokichi. I won't let despair escape. I won't let it win.
Now, let's stop this boring fight and continue on with the not-so-boring trial. So we all agree that the murder could be done by anyone and not just me, right?
That might be true, but I didn't know about the window.
Neither did I.
Really, Himiko? What's the matter? You've been weird since we mentioned small holes.
What? Are you after my small hole too?
Oh god, that sounds dirty.
See? Now that's definitely weird.
Look at it this way. Just because the culprit could be anyone, not everyone is a suspect. We can pretty much narrow it down to anyone who knew about the crossbow.
I never knew about any crossbows. In other words, I'm not suspicious. There's no way you can consider me.
It does concern me that Himiko went to the hangar last night.
Whoa, really? You went to the hangar, Himiko?
Yes, she did. I definitely saw her.
You were watching me?
It's awfully suspicious that you went to the hangar last night. Okay, then the culprit is Himiko.
Wait! Don't say it's me! Maki's more suspicious than I am.
What?
That crossbow came from your research lab, right? You could have gotten that crossbow whenever you wanted.
How did you know?
Anyone could have gone to her research lab, though. She's not the only suspect.
I don't know about that. She's definitely the most suspicious. Even if you make that scary face at me, I'm not gonna get scared.
Because if you start panicking, then we'll know that you're the culprit.
I said I'm not the culprit! I swear! Kokichi's the suspicious one! Maki too! They're both the culprits!
Why am I a suspect? Anyone could have entered my research lab.
Yeah, I'll admit that I'm suspicious. Okay, maybe I am the culprit. Maybe I'm the culprit!
Okay, I don't believe Maki is the culprit, so I don't wanna worry about her statement. Catch electronic.
Why am
I'm the number one suspect, because I was in the hangar.
If
I
you
was the
are
one
the
practicing
culprit,
my magic.
What do you mean?
not
it's
come
going
from
to
the
be
crossbow.
magic?
There's a good
I
magic
know
source
it's not
around
the
there.
research lab.
So I went
Then
there
who
empty-handed.
I'm the number one suspect.
Wait a second.
I
That
got
one. You were not empty-handed.
You said that you went to the hangar empty-handed. But that's a lie, isn't it?
What are you talking about? It's not a lie.
But Kibo saw you. He said you were headed toward the hangar carrying a large black bag.
yes, Himiko was definitely carrying a large black bag.
No! That was probably Tsumugi cosplaying as me!
She can't.
You know I can't cosplay as someone unless they're a fictional character.
Himiko, this is the bag you were carrying, isn't it?
That's the crossbow case.
There's no mistake. That is the bag I saw Himiko carrying.
What? Hold on. Himiko went to the hangar with a crossbow?
She doesn't knew.
Uh-oh. Well, it's decided then.
Wait! That's wrong! I just brought it there. I didn't shoot it! It's the truth! Please believe me!
You're right. I believe you. Himiko is totally telling the truth.
You shut up.
Not you! If you believe me, it makes me look like I'm lying!
That is true. But can we really trust Himiko? Here, she was acting very suspiciously. Yeah, I totally know that. She's not, I think it's impossible she's
Not the culprit!
Yeah, you're not.
Yeah, I totally agree.
I only carried the case.
Yep, that's true too.
And I didn't even use the crossbow!
That's also true. Damn it. Damn it again.
Another true statement.
That's also
And
true.
that's all! I didn't do anything else in the hangar!
100% exactamundo.
You shut up.
Why does this all sound so fishy?
It's not fishy.
Ah, Kokichi won't shut up! Get out of my head, Kokichi!
To hit Kaito with the crossbow, you have to be pretty good with it. Could Himiko have done this? No,
Not the culprit!
she can't.
Yeah, I totally agree. I only carried the case. Yep, that's true too. And I didn't use the crossbow.
I'm gonna shoot you. Oh, come on. There we go.
I agree.
Yeah, she didn't use the crossbow. She doesn't even know how to assemble the crossbow.
I don't think Himiko used the crossbow. More accurately, she couldn't use it.
Yeah?
Couldn't use it? Why not?
The crossbow inside this case was disassembled.
Exactly.
Kaito and I learned how to assemble the crossbow from Maki, so we could have done it. But I don't believe someone without the proper training could have assembled it.
So that means Kaito, Maki, and me are the only ones who know how to assemble the crossbow.
Well, what if Maki taught Himiko how to assemble the crossbow?
No, she never told that.
She didn't teach me that. Right, Maki?
Yeah?
What's wrong? Are you mad about before? Sorry. I thought they were gonna suspect me, so I lied.
I really have to question your morals if you're blaming Maki for your lie, Himiko.
I don't think you're allowed to say something like that.
I'm sorry, Maki. Please, can you tell them the truth?
Fine. I'm not going to lie. I didn't teach Himiko how to assemble the crossbow. She couldn't have used it.
See? I told you! It's just like I said. Everyone who suspected me needs to apologize right now!
She changed back so fast. I think I might have whiplash now.
Then, why did you bring the crossbow to the hangar, Himiko?
I was asked to.
Asked to. Kaito is the only one
That's it.
who knows how to assemble the crossbow.
Was it Kaito?
Huh? Kaito?
Only Kaito or Kokichi would have asked for a crossbow to be brought to the hangar. Because Kaito knows how to assemble the crossbow, he certainly could have used it. Knowing that, I can't imagine that anyone else would have asked Himiko.
I do not think she would bring it at Kokichi's request.
Of course not. Why would I ever listen to Kokichi?
'Cause I know you like me.
Nuh-uh! I hate you!
But I like you.
Hey, don't play with Himiko's heart.
But to think that Kaito asked Himiko to do that, maybe Kaito is trying to keep the promise we made yesterday. Don't you worry, I'll do something about all this. That's a promise. All you guys were working so hard, so I can just sit back and relax.
But why were you keeping that a secret, Himiko?
Well, Kaito sorta asked me to keep it a secret. Then Kaito died and I got scared. I thought it was gonna be next.
You're the worst for trying to pin the blame on Maki just for that reason. Maki, teach this dumb monkey the true terror of human beings.
Don't bully the person you like.
This is way beyond bullying a grade school crush.
Himiko, When exactly did Kaito ask you to do this?
I think it was around evening yesterday. I was so nervous about fighting Kokichi, I couldn't get to sleep. So I took a walk near the hangar, and that's when Kaito called out to me. I got startled and wet myself a little, and then he asked me to get him a crossbow.
That one part was, you know what? Never mind. So if Kaito asked for a crossbow, does that mean he was going to kill Kokichi?
No, he said it was to disable Kokichi. I wouldn't have helped him otherwise. I trusted Kaito and took a crossbow from Maki's lab.
That's when I witnessed Himiko.
But then, what did Kaito do after he had the crossbow?
I don't know. I just handed him the crossbow, then went right back to the dorms.
Presumably, Kaito tried to attack Kokichi, only to be disarmed of the crossbow. And then, Kokichi returned fire and shot Kaito. That sequence of events seems logical.
He's still marked as an interrogant because we don't really know. At the beginning of the trial, we don't know if it was Kaito or Kokichi the victim. So, both Kaito and Kokichi have a question mark.
No, it happened a little differently. Both Kaito and Kokichi shot the crossbow.
And there's proof of that. Well, now he is at the trial, so... Oh yeah, Kokichi's close.
This is it!
Now Kokichi is at the trial, and he's...
Remember that when we found Kokichi's clothes, there were holes in the back and sleeve.
And even if Kokichi is in the Exisals, at least Kokichi is in his place. So we know that Kokichi is alive.
The same kind of hole that was found in Kaito's coat.
Kokichi was shot by the crossbow too?
And it was Kaito who shot him, right?
I'm not sure. I don't remember anything like that.
You don't remember whether or not you were shot?
There is no doubt that they shot each other with the crossbow, but...
It doesn't matter.
Maybe two?
Huh?
It doesn't matter what happened in between. In the end, Kokichi killed Kaito.
Maki's been acting strangely. But why? Does she know something? If so, what does she know?
Maybe Maki's right. It doesn't matter what happened in the middle. 'Cause in the end, there's no mistake that Kokichi killed Kaito.
Then let's hurry up and vote.
No, it's too soon. There are still mysteries.
Who cares about that? We already know who the culprit is.
You sure about that?
Huh?
What? Now he's joining in?
As the one running this trial, it bothers me when anyone says mysteries don't matter. It affects the overall entertainment value, so I encourage you to really think about things. After all, there should be some mysteries that still matter. For example, is Kokichi really inside that Exisal? Stuff like that.
What?
What are you saying? We already finished that discussion a while ago.
Kokichi's gotta still be alive since the killing game's still going. His voice is even coming from the Exisal and everything.
But we heard it speak in Kaito's voice earlier, didn't we?
Yeah, don't rely on that. After all, this Exisal has a voice changer.
What?
Ha! Because of that, nobody realizes I'm pretending to be Kokichi. But no more! Sorry for the wait, guys! The Luminary of the Stars has arrived! This time for real!
I don't believe any of that shit now.
What? What's going on?
I told you, I'm Kaito! I was just pretending to be Kokichi is all. There's a bit of a situation going on, so I didn't really have a choice. Sorry about tricking you guys like that. My bad.
It's impossible that you are Kaito.
Huh? So Kaito's in there after all?
Don't be stupid. How many times are you going to be tricked by him? That's Kokichi pretending to be Kaito.
Hey now, Maki Roll. Don't you believe me?
Don't ever call me that!
Whoa there, chill. You really think I'm Kokichi? I mean, I guess I understand. Sorry, I can't really get out of this thing right now.
Why not?
I can't move because of the injury I got from Kokichi. It's so bad I can't even stand. That's why I'm in this exisal.
That's not true.
Is that so?
I don't think so, because we saw him getting crushed.
But if you guys don't believe me, then we can't move on. So, you're up, Shuichi.
What? Me?
Explain to everyone how I wasn't the one that died.
Kaito is alive after all? I don't believe that. Maybe that's just what I want to believe. Is it really true? What story does the evidence tell? Does the story end with Kaito or Kokichi being the victim? I need to give a well-reasoned answer to that question, and soon. I can't look away from the truth. Okay, it's obvious that the victim is Kaito. It's impossible to be Kokichi. I'm trying, I really am, but I can't think of anyone other than Kaito. Most of the evidence we have points to Kaito. Even the video points to Kaito.
Hey, what's the matter, Shuichi? Just hurry up and tell everyone why I'm not dead. Should be easy.
No, I won't. Because you're not Kaito. Kaito is already dead.
Despair will never die! Good, good! This is already more entertaining! Now, the Ultimate Academy is proud to present its very own more phenomenal trial grounds! All right, let's give it everything we've got!
Oh, we're split again. Okay, this will be interesting.
I suspect that Kaito is inside the exisal.
I got this! Unless he comes out of the exisal, we can't confirm that.
He said that he can't leave the exisal because he's injured.
Maki!
Anyone who knows about Kaito's injury can make that claim.
Is it possible that Kokichi got crushed instead of Kaito?
Maki!
Did you watch the footage? Kaito was the one who got crushed.
But there was an arrow hole on Kokichi's shirt.
I got this! Kaito's clothes had arrow holes too.
I want to believe Kaito is still alive and defeated the mastermind, but
I got this! Because the evidence doesn't support the claim that Kaito is still alive.
Why are you so opposed to Kaito being alive?
Oh shit!
I got this! Because the evidence doesn't support the claim that Kaito is still alive.
I fucked it up. Finally.
I want to believe Kaito is still alive and defeated the mastermind, but
When we are not consistent, our position looks weak. We have to work together. Yeah, I failed one. Wow, it's the first time I failed one. In order to get the truth, we have to accept it. Kaito is dead.
I suspect that Kaito is inside the exisal.
I got this! Unless he comes out of the exisal, we can't confirm that.
he said that he can't leave the exisal because he's injured.
Maki!
Anyone who knows about Kaito's injury can make that claim.
Is it possible that Kokichi got crushed instead of Kaito?
Maki!
Did you watch the footage? Kaito was the one who got crushed.
But there was an arrow hole on Kokichi's shirt.
I got this! Kaito's clothes had arrow holes too.
I want to believe Kaito is still alive and defeated the mastermind, but
Maki!
The mastermind is still alive. Inside that exisal.
Why are you so opposed to Kaito being alive?
I love the music of this.
Because the evidence
debate.
doesn't support the claim that Kaito is still alive.
This is our end.
I don't want to believe it. In a way, I still can't. But the evidence shows that Kaito must be the one who died. I hate it. I hate it so much. But it's the truth.
I see. If that's the conclusion you've arrived at, Shuichi, then there must be no mistake.
Then the one here is...
Heh. Looks like I messed around too much.
Sorry, that was just a little joke.
What a sick joke!
You're still an asshole.
True, and I can't forgive him. But we still need to stay calm, be rational. Because we need to get to the truth of Kaito's death.
Yeah! Just keep calm and carry on!
Why are you saying that? What part of that was calm?
Getting back on topic, why don't we examine the crossbow a little more closely? I think we need to get all the facts straight, so we don't fall for any more lies.
I agree, but... What do you think, Maki?
Fine.
Okay, let's discuss that then.
Why are you acting like you're in charge of things?
So if we assume that Kaito and I shot each other with the crossbow, then the most efficient way to solve this is to set up a timeline of events.
Hey, I said, why are you...
Alrighty then! Let the debate begin!
Okay, so time to think about this. Crossbow, 3 arrows, electric bomb, use electric
When the
bomb.
crossbow fired, what was even going on?
If you need to ask, you were there!
The crossbow was in Kaito's possession first.
That's right.
He probably fired the first shot at Kokichi too.
Then Kokichi disarmed Kaito, took the crossbow, and returned fire.
I didn't take the crossbow from Kaito. I secretly brought a different one!
But only one crossbow was taken. The other two are still in my research lab.
That's also true.
Still, only one arrow was...
Nope.
That's wrong!
There were 3 arrows. 2 on Kokichi's clothes and 1 on Kaito.
Wait, Himiko. What do you mean, one arrow?
Well, I only gave Kaito 1 arrow, so...
Hey Cello, what's up? Welcome to the stream.
Are you positive?
Of course! There's no way I got that wrong!
Well then, that's strange, because... There were 3 arrows in the bathroom, remember?
3? I know I only gave him 1! Kaito even told me to only bring him 1. He said he wanted to avoid fighting.
There were 3 arrows at the scene, but Himiko said that she only brought 1. What is going on here?
Maybe Kokichi had some hidden away?
No, I don't think so.
Why would Kokichi have 2 arrows when he didn't have a crossbow to fire them?
But we know for certain that 3 arrows were recovered from the scene. And all 3 arrows had blood on them.
And altogether, their clothes had 3 perforations in them.
Exactly.
So we know for certain that they shot 3 arrows at each other.
Oh, okay, Cello. Then, where did those arrows come from? I don't think that Himiko is lying. There must be some angle to this we haven't considered yet. What is it? What could have happened? I need to think. Okay, Cello need to go to the pharmacy, and I need to drive. So, okay, both of us going to drive right now. Wow. So much coincidence. Wait, what is on that picture? What is on that picture? Oh, it's the Exisol. I was like, what is that picture? That's the Exisol. Okay, Cello and me are driving now. Oh god. Well, hopefully the trial still will be for a little longer, so Cello will be able to see the conclusion of the trial and see what happened. Probably he's going to react just like Yusuf, like, oh god, about the how everything happened. Okay, thinking time. How many arrows did Himiko give to Kaito? I think 1. Oh, I was right! Yay! Okay. Hold on a minute then. Okay, yeah, because no, my cell phone was ringing and I was like, what the hell? Oh god. Were all arrows inside the hangar from the beginning? Ah, from the start. Oh, that was Kokichi on that side. Okay, this is obvious. This is a no. Because no one went inside the hangar. It was impossible to get inside the hangar. Yeah, actually, a little summary of the case, Cello, is that a little summary of the case. We found, I think it's Kaito? Yeah, that's the name. We found Kaito Momota crushed under a hydraulic press. And we all probably think that it's Kokichi, the one who crushed Kaito. But we are now trying to see exactly what is going on because we are still confused about the idea. Who broke the 2 arrows? Okay. Kokichioma. Himiki, I don't think so, a third party. How many arrows did Himiko give to Kaito? 1. Were all the arrows inside the hangar from the start? No.
Could it be that the additional arrows were brought in by a third party?
A third party? So someone besides Kokichi or Himiko?
That's just a guess, though. There's no way a third party exists.
If a third party did exist, why would they bring 2 arrows?
I wonder if I still have the video, so I can show Cello the little proof. No, but you can give you the idea what happened there, Cello. With that little picture, you can give you the idea that why we think that Kaito is dead.
Kaito was the only one with a crossbow. I made sure I handed it to him.
Kaito said he only needed 1 arrow. Clearly, he didn't want to fight.
Yeah, that's right.
So the other 2 arrows weren't for Kaito. They were for the third party to use themselves.
So the third party didn't hand the arrows through the window. Instead, they went into the hangar and shot the crossbow themselves?
Impossible. There was an alarm system and an electric barrier around the hangar.
Yeah. That hangar should have been completely closed off, right?
It was completely closed off, but can we confirm that? I feel like there might be another way. Some way that we can figure it out yet. I'm overlooking something? What method did the third party use to enter the hangar? Oh, I think I know what. Yes, it's all.
I see now. That's it. The Exisal. The Exisal could be used to enter the hangar. We couldn't get in because of the alarm system and the electric barrier. But that shouldn't have been a problem for any of the Exisals, right? So if you wanted to enter the hangar, all you had to do was pilot an Exisal.
I saw an Exisal enter the hangar last night. So was this third party piloting it?
By the way, I just want to confirm something with Monokuma. Would the alarm still go off if there was a person inside an Exisal?
Well, I wasn't trying to keep this secret, but since it's about the details of the hangar, I guess I can tell you guys. It makes sense that the alarm system and electric barrier wouldn't react to an Exisal. After all, the hangar is where the Exisals are supposed to be stored. It'd be a hassle to disable the security every time an Exisal comes and goes, you know? So even if someone is inside an Exisal, the security system wouldn't catch them. Because it'd be a hassle to leave the Exisal every time you have to put it away.
So it's like Shuichi said? A third party got in an Exisal and entered the hangar?
But can just anyone pilot an Exisal?
Well, Kokichi,
It's surprisingly easy. If you use both hands, both feet, and both nipples, you can do it.
What the fuck about the nipples?
Nipples too!
Anyway, this third party commandeered an Exisal and infiltrated the hangar. That same person must have brought the other two arrows with them.
I told you that's impossible. There's no way you can get through security if you pilot an Exisal. It's not possible.
What? Not possible.
Maki, what are you talking about? What are you thinking? What do you do now? And what do you know? Why are you trying to hide it? Oh, I think she broke the arrow. That's why she is acting like that.
if someone was piloting the Exisal, they could have used it to enter the hangar.
That's not possible.
Is operating the Exisal really that difficult?
Do we even know how to get inside an Exisal? Outside the hangar, there were 4 Exisals.
Yeah, that's true.
And they were all moving too.
I was controlling them remotely.
Electro hammers weren't an option. Yesterday, all the hammers were still recharging.
Actually, no.
That's wrong! Wait, not all of the electro hammers were being charged. I know because I found one. There was a used electro hammer near Monokuma and the Exisals.
Is that electro hammer used by the third party? Maybe they used it to disable an Exisal.
Yes, I think so. When I saw them last afternoon, there were 4 Exisals. But this morning, there were only 3.
I noticed
Noki
that
Doki,
too.
don't worry,
Was the
Chilla.
missing Exisal taken by this third party?
Shuichi is getting warmer. How about you say the answer right now? Who did it? Who is this third party?
The identity of the third party. The electro hammer gives us a clue. I saw 4 Exisals at the scene yesterday when I went to meet up with Kaito. This morning, when we were trying to get into the hangar, there were 3. The culprit must have used an electro hammer between yesterday afternoon and this morning. There is only one person among us that I think will do that. Someone didn't bring an electro hammer. You didn't bring your electro hammer.
It's you! Maki, you're the third party we're looking for, aren't you?
What? It's Maki?
What are you saying?
Remember what Kokichi said.
Be careful, the electro hammer runs out of battery pretty quickly. So if you use it as an exisal, it will run out of juice just with one shot, got it?
The electro hammer needs to be recharged for 24 hours after it runs out of battery. That hammer was used last afternoon, so it couldn't have been used this morning.
Oh, right. When we were all gathered in the dining hall this morning.
Maki, where's your electro hammer? I don't need it. I'd rather not use a weapon I'm familiar with. This is much better. A knife? Well, I suppose you know best.
Maki was the only one without an electro hammer, wasn't she?
Knowing that, the electro hammer I found could only have belonged to Maki. And that leads me to the conclusion that Maki must be the third party. She also knows how to assemble the crossbow and could have returned it to her lab later.
You brought a different crossbow than the one Kaito had, right?
Maki took 2 arrows and her own crossbow from her lab, disabled the exisal with an electro hammer, and infiltrated the hangar. Now we just have to figure out what happened after—
I'll kill your magic. Why are you doing this?
What?
Why are you getting in my way?
Getting in your way? Maki, what are you—
Yes, I'm the third party.
Huh?
I admit to going into the hangar with an exisal, and then shooting the crossbow. I didn't kill anyone. I'm not the culprit!
Oh, okay. He's becoming intense now.
You're right. I used the electro hammer. And I used the exisal to enter the hangar too. I also shot the crossbow there. However, I am not the culprit. Because the crossbow is not the murder weapon.
Wait.
The crossbow is not the murder weapon? What do you mean?
Oh, he's a
Arrows
poison,
left
right?
holes in her clothes. Think about the locations of the wounds. They were on his arm and back. An arrow to each of those spots wouldn't result in a fatal injury. That's why the crossbow can't be the murder weapon. Therefore, I'm not the culprit.
Erratic movements for that text, but yeah, it's the poison then.
The arrows left holes in her clothes. Think about the locations of the wounds. They were on his arm and back. An arrow to each of those spots wouldn't result in a fatal injury.
I'll cut through your words! It wouldn't matter where the arrow hit, if it were poison.
Poison?
I noticed something about the poison in my lab during the investigation. There was just a little less in the bottle than before. If that poison had been applied to those arrows, they would have been lethal, no matter where they connected.
Maki, do you have a rebuttal?
Oh, so Maki is the killer?
What's the matter? Why don't you say anything? Don't tell me. Are you really the culprit?
There's no way she is! 'Cause why would she kill Kaito?
I can't understand if you don't explain anything!
Okay, I have a theory. Let me explain. I need my clues so I can explain. But if that is the thing, I think I got an idea. Review the evidence. Kaito bring a crossbow with him and only had 1 arrow. So I had a feeling that Kaito shoot the crossbow at Kokichi. Probably I don't know, maybe Kaito were or something. Is it because I don't know? The fact that Kokichi clothes were found on the toilet maybe was confusion because Kaito attacked Kokichi, probably take Kokichi clothes or tried to clean them to clear himself, thinking that he killed Kokichi. And Maki killed probably Kaito by accident? I don't know. Okay, now I don't understand now. This is all confused because I have the idea that maybe Maki killed Kaito by accident. Or maybe that, Maki killed Bot.
Maki is still fighting.
Huh? Fighting?
Do you remember that Maki said she would do anything to defeat Kokichi? Maki is trying to kill Kokichi in this class trial. She wants to kill the mastermind, a remnant of despair.
Then when Maki said she would sacrifice anything, she meant...
The sacrifice that Maki is talking about must be... all of us.
That's it! She plans to sacrifice all of our lives in order to kill Kokichi.
Sacrifice us?
Then, by hiding the truth, Maki was trying to get us to arrive at the wrong answer. Just to kill Kokichi and the rest of us along with him?
Doesn't that mean that Maki's the culprit?
She knew what happened and tried to hide it from us.
But that mischievous plan was ruined, all thanks to Shuichi here. Too bad, Maki. I already predicted this would happen.
You knew all along that Maki was the culprit. That's why you've been so calm.
This isn't over. Maybe we do have the truth now, but this isn't over. We have a choice to make. We don't have to follow where the evidence leads.
Huh? What do you mean?
Does this mean you're gonna vote for someone else, even if it's not the truth?
Someone else? You mean vote incorrectly on purpose?
What did you say?
Kaito told me that only I would be able to grasp what lies beyond the truth. That means finding the truth is not enough. We need to grasp the hope just beyond it. So Maki, please tell us the truth. The truth that only you know.
So Kaito said that to you. Then, does that mean you guys made up before he died?
Yeah, when I went to see him yesterday.
I see. Okay, I'll talk about it. Especially since it's my responsibility for involving everyone. Shuichi, you're so persistent. Were you always like that?
You think so? Maybe Kaito's charisma is starting to rub off on me.
That guy could be pretty stubborn.
Then, what really happened?
Maki, please tell us.
Please.
And so, Maki began telling the truth. A truth that would leave us all in shock.
Don't just start narrating things, you're ruining the mood!
Well, I guess this turn of events isn't exactly boring either.
I look at the stage, it's actually a representation of the first Danganronpa. That's actually really cool. Yeah, I want to say. Okay, a little intermission. And after that, we're gonna continue with the case. Look.
Well now.
And then the Monokuma and Cubs Theater segment began. But with all the Monokuma destroyed, this segment was no longer possible. And so the curtain quickly fell. Wait, there's a save? What do you mean a save? An extra save or what?
The flashback light became the motive.
Oh! The flashback lighting. Sorry. Oh shit! I never noticed. Actually, let me check. Save. Nope. It's only one apparently. But I don't know what is the reason of the mid class. Maybe because, actually thinking about that, in the other game, in the first game, I think you can't save in the middle of the class trials. So probably it's to save the time so you don't have to sit and do all the class try again. I really don't know why they did that. It's a weird thing that probably never understand.
When Kokichi remembered that he was a remnant of despair, I planned to kill him. I thought that if I killed him, this game, and the battle between hope and despair, would end. I was confident in my talent as an assassin. I knew I would be able to do it.
We've tried to end this killing game before, but...
You are naive.
Huh?
That's what I thought. I knew Kokichi would take advantage of my naivete, simply because it's him.
Maki totally gets me!
That's why. I needed to settle it myself. I took the poison arrows and the crossbow, and broke into the hangar with an exisal. But when I entered the hangar, I saw something I never expected. Kaito and Kokichi were fighting each other. Kokichi was shot in the arm with a crossbow arrow, probably by Kaito when he fought back. Both of them stopped and looked at the exisal, most likely surprised by its sudden appearance. Kokichi immediately took out his remote and attempted to control the exisal I was in. I jumped out of the exisal before he could, and shot Kokichi in the back with an arrow. That should have been enough to stop him, since the arrow was coated with poison.
The Strike 9 poison, correct? But why pick that particular poison? Some of the poisons in my lab were far more lethal.
I wanted Kokichi to confess his true intentions before he died, and find out why he was always lying and trying to confuse us.
What do you mean?
If he was the mastermind, it would have been easier for him to hide in the shadows, right? He could have made it seem as if the late Junko was secretly behind this killing game. That way, he could reveal himself as the surprise mastermind to liven up the game. Because of his suspicious actions, anyone would already suspect him as the mastermind. Especially with that message in the courtyard. Kokichi said it was a hint, but was it necessary for him to go out of his way just for a hint?
As a remnant of despair, I imagine he wanted to feel the despair of his plan being thwarted.
I think that if he wanted the thrill, he would have carried out the plan carefully. So when his carefully laid out plan goes to waste, he would be in utter despair.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Maki must have wanted to hear it directly from Kokichi himself.
But it was pointless. I was a fool for thinking I could have a serious talk with him.
What are you talking about? Remnants of despair? What's that? I don't understand anything you're saying. But anyway, why are you starting up the killing game when it should have ended? You already know it's all meaningless, and that I'm the mastermind. Do you love killing that much?
Shut up, you asshole! I realized it was pointless to continue the conversation, so I shot the final arrow. But then... What?
Kaito protected Kokichi?
Why? Why would Kaito protect Kokichi?
At that moment, my mind went blank. I knew I had to do something about the poison. I rushed to Shuichi's research lab for the antidote.
So you didn't have the antidote with you at the time?
I used Strike 9 poison to torture Kokichi for info, but I planned to kill him from the start.
That's so mean!
But that was my first mistake. Because of that,
You what?
I ended up killing Kaito. When I returned with the antidote, the hangar shutter had been closed. I assumed it was Kokichi's doing. But because of that, I couldn't enter the hangar anymore. I needed to give Kaito the antidote somehow, so I went to the bathroom window. Kaito, can you hear me? Quick, drink this antidote! After calling out to him, I chucked the antidote through the bathroom window, Kaito noticed it and grabbed the antidote. But Kokichi stole it from him.
Sorry, but I can't die here. Since I'm the mastermind of this killing game.
Wait! There's only one antidote!
Oh, you don't have to worry about Kaito. He fulfilled his dream, right? He already went to space.
Damn it!
Stop!
Phew, I feel so much better. I guess that's a wrap. Or maybe not. Because now another class trial is going to start.
Class trial?
You'll be the Blackened for this case, you know. The Blackened who killed Kaito.
I killed...
Shut it! Screw the class trials. Like hell am I gonna let you have your way?
Kaito! Why did you protect Kokichi? If you didn't help him, then...
I couldn't help it. Even if it's Kokichi, I can't have you kill anybody.
What?
Aw, Kaito wasn't protecting me. He was protecting Maki. The situation just got way worse. Maki is gonna become the Blackened responsible for killing you. All because you protected me.
Don't you worry, Makiro. I'm not gonna die that easily. Just leave it to me. I'll put an end to this killing game.
You're still full of energy. Even like that. You really are not boring. I want to see what a dying Kaito can do. So, show me what you've got. I won't meddle with your plans.
What are you...
Don't mind me. Run, Makiro. Just hurry up and run. Run and live. You gotta live.
But I refused to give up. I tried to enter the hangar by breaking the control panel with my knife. In the end, I couldn't.
So that's where the marks on the control panel came from, huh?
After that, I returned to the bathroom window once more, but I didn't see anyone. The bathroom door was closed. I called out, but neither Kaito nor Kokichi answered. I couldn't do anything anymore. All I could do was leave. That's when I made up my mind. As the Blackened who killed Kaito, I would kill Kokichi during this class trial, in exchange for all of your lives.
So that's what happened.
Then Kokichi, knowing what he knew, still helped Maki cover up her crime?
Was that why you smushed Kaito in the hydraulic press?
Kaito wanted Maki to be spotless. As his friend, I felt obliged to help him.
How dare you make fun of him! You call yourself a friend? You enjoyed watching us suffer! You fucking asshole!
Ooh, Maki is so scary. Good thing I'm in this exosol. Pretty sure Maki would have already killed me if I was out there in the flesh. So, what are everyone's plans now? With the truth out in the open, who are you guys gonna vote for? You can vote for me, but if you do, we'll all die together. Or vote for Maki and live. Well, choose whichever you want. I don't care either way.
Why? Why are you so calm? Your life depends on this too.
Who cares? Just choose already. Come on, who are you gonna vote for?
No, we can't vote yet. We don't have the whole truth. This case isn't over.
Huh?
Thank you for telling us everything, Maki. Thanks to you, I finally understand. There's another hidden truth within your testimony.
A hidden truth?
Yes, I'm positive. Because there's something wrong with the testimony you've given us.
The part Maki's testimony doesn't add up.
That's it!
This one.
Maki said she used a knife to try to break the control panel and enter the hangar. But that doesn't make sense, because there's an alarm system on the shutter.
Exactly.
Oh yeah! The alarm should have gone off if someone got close to the shutter.
I was too focused to notice at the time. But now that you mention it, it is odd.
Maybe the sensor just missed her.
Nah, the security there isn't that sloppy. If a shady person got near the shutter, the alarm would have gone off without question.
And why didn't the alarm go off?
Like I told you, this isn't over. There's still a hidden truth to find.
That's right. There will be some kind of reason behind all these oddities. Finding the reason will help us to find the hidden truth. Okay. Things are getting spicy now.
I did attempt to enter the hangar. And I tried to destroy the control panel with my knife. At the time, the alarm system didn't go off.
But if you had approached the shutter, the alarm would have activated with 100% certainty.
Oh wait!
It was just broken.
Perhaps it was turned to a special setting?
Oh!
Or maybe Maki is telling a lie. Did you really try to break the control panel with it?
I'm not going to tell any more lies.
Oh, I see how you can be able to get close.
I did attempt to enter the hangar.
I tried to destroy the control panel with my knife. At the time, the alarm system didn't go off. But if you approached
The shutter
the alarm
would have activated.
That's wrong!
The electro bomb. I think he is.
There is a way to disable the alarm system. An electro bomb would take it down.
But Maki only had one bomb, and she used it during the raid this morning.
Yeah, so far looks like Kokichi is inside at Exisal to protect himself from Maki, who wants to kill him.
Then the only other person who could have used one is Kokichi, right?
Huh? Why would I use an electro bomb?
Well, I guess I don't think Kaito. Because we had seen how he got crushed by the
I had no reason to shut
By
off
the
the alarm, right?
hydraulic press.
I'd be at a disadvantage if I did that.
I guess so. I can't come up with a reason why Kokichi would want to cut the alarm.
But we know what the alarm system was initialized to be. In that case, then.
I've got it! Disabling the alarm system wasn't the real objective.
What?
The main objective of Kokichi using an electro bomb was disable
That's it!
the press safety control.
It was to deactivate the safety function on the press.
Deactivate the safety function?
The electro bomb wouldn't have just taken down the alarm system. It also would have disabled the hydraulic press's safety function.
That's true, but why would he do that?
There's only one reason that anyone would want to do that. But if I'm right, it means that we've been thinking about this all wrong.
All wrong.
What aspect of this causes wrong contradictory to the new evidence?
That's it! Kaito's cause of death.
What?
If the electro bomb was used while Maki was trying to deliver the antidote, maybe Kaito didn't die by poison. It could be something else entirely.
The cause of death could now be the hydraulic
This is
press.
it! The hydraulic press. Kaito could have been killed by the press after all.
What? He could have?
If the safety was off, the press could have crushed Kaito while he was still alive.
Right after I threw the antidote, I tried to open the shutter. So, Kaito should have still been alive.
And if he was crushed by the hydraulic press after that, then we have our cause of death.
If that's the case, it'd mean the one who killed Kaito wasn't Maki.
It would be whoever was operating the hydraulic press. Kokichi.
I see. Very impressive. The hydraulic press could have been the cause of death. But that's just a possibility.
What do you mean?
It's possible that I killed Kaito with the press, but there's no way to know. Kaito's death could have been either the poison arrow or the hydraulic press. Both causes are possible, but you'll never be able to determine it. No matter what.
No matter what?
That's not true. We can probably solve this mystery too. Right, Shuichi?
Is it really possible to determine Kaito's actual cause of death? think it's not possible.
I hate to admit it, but Kokichi is right. We have no way to prove the cause of death.
What did you say?
You can't check the body, and you don't have any conclusive evidence. You can't deduce any more from here on out. There's no way to know what happened. But I know, because I was actually involved.
So that's what you were trying to do. You were trying to commit an unsolvable murder.
Do you finally get it? Yep, that was my plan. The gimmick of this murder case isn't the unknown victim, but rather the unknowable culprit. No one understands but me. Only I know the answer. There's no more room for deduction here. Choose the culprit with your own intuition.
Intuition?
Are you troubled? I'm sure robots don't have intuition, right? But there's nothing you can do about it. This is just how the trial goes. So, who is the culprit? Maki or me?
Oh shit, split decision. So I can say that Maki is the culprit, or I can say that Kokichi is the culprit.
The heart-racing excitement as the blackened and the spotless face off. It's voting time!
Okay, this is where the decisions come. So, Maki confessed that he shot by accident, that he shot Kaito, and Kaito died because of poisoning. But we can check the body, so Kaito can still be alive and the press can be disabled, and Kokichi Oma could have been the killer. I'm gonna go for Kokichi because I hate him.
Hey, that's my line. I'm the one who decides when it's voting time.
Oh, come on. No one's gonna figure out the truth. Let's just vote already. This won't be a problem, right, Monokuma? Because you know who the culprit is, don't you? Just like you always do.
Huh? Yes, of course.
Oh, he doesn't know either!
Eh? What kind of a reaction is that?
Doesn't even Monokuma know the culprit?
The culprit, you say? Yes, of course I know.
No, you don't know either.
Why do you seem so flustered?
Flustered? Me? What are you talking about?
What's going on with Monokuma right now?
Monokuma? Do you not know who the culprit is either?
Huh? Oh, what do you mean I don't know? What don't I know, huh?
You don't know, do you?
What does this mean? Why doesn't Monokuma know who the culprit is?
Monokuma doesn't know who the culprit is either. If Monokuma doesn't know, what does that tell us about this case? Wait, this case?
Yes, that's it! So that's what Kokichi's real objective was.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Kokichi wasn't just trying to commit a murder that we couldn't figure out. He was trying to commit a murder that Monokuma couldn't figure out either.
A murder Monokuma couldn't figure out?
But what's the point of that? Kokichi's the one who's controlling Monokuma.
But consider how many elements of this case would be cleared up. Prior to this case, Monokuma always knew the specific details of each crime, correct? That must mean that he was using some way of monitoring us.
Perhaps there are hidden cameras, strategically placed to avoid our detection.
I can't say for certain, but he must be keeping watch somehow. Kokichi probably used the electrobomb to scramble whatever that was. The electrobomb would prevent any cameras from sending video wirelessly.
Which means it wouldn't matter where the surveillance cameras were hidden.
Like I said, what's the point? Kokichi's the one who's controlling Monokuma!
Before we determine that for sure, I want to make one thing clear. If the objective were to create a crime that would stump Monokuma, the exosols... Yes, the exosols weren't protecting Monokuma. They were...
They were watching him.
That's it! They were watching Monokuma.
Watching him?
guess. Remember what Monokuma said earlier in the investigation?
Oh, at the time, the exercises were on autopilot and directed the audience to observe me.
If they were protecting him like bodyguards, they wouldn't have been facing him. They would have been scanning the area, watching us. But they weren't. That implies that they weren't watching us. They were watching him. They were trying to make sure that Monokuma wouldn't go near the crime scene.
That reminds me. Before I stole an Exisal, all 4 units were focused on Monokuma. That's why when I stole one to enter the hangar, the other 3 didn't pursue me.
So Monokuma must have been talking about Maki.
Even if he puts someone at disadvantage, the class trial must always be fair. The person who shared that info with me didn't seem interested in sharing it with you guys. So you share it instead. That way I will be fair to all participants.
She didn't want to share that information because it would have linked her to the murder. In which case, it could only be Maki.
You're right.
So to summarize this discussion, Kokichi used the electro bomb in the hangar and the Exisals to watch Monokuma, thereby creating a scenario in which Monokuma has no idea who the culprit is?
I told you there's no point. Kokichi's the one who's controlling Monokuma!
No, Kokichi might not be controlling Monokuma at all.
What?
But Kokichi's the mastermind, right? Shouldn't he be controlling
Kokichi might not be the mastermind.
What?
Remember that the only reason we think that is because Kokichi told us. Monokuma hasn't said a word about that. It's possible that Kokichi is just lying to us.
No way I lied! I'm definitely controlling Monokuma. The mastermind of the killing game is totally me. The one who pitted humanity's last survivors against each other is... all me, baby.
Right. He's a remnant of despair. How do we forget that?
But that doesn't necessarily mean that he's the mastermind.
Well, I guess. But is that really possible?
Well, Monokuma?
I can't answer that without causing problems, because I gotta run this trial fair and square.
Even more reason to give us the answer. If you don't tell us the truth right now, you'll be an accomplice to Kokichi's lies. Does that sound like a fair game? Would you say this class trial is fair?
Yeah, tell us. Is Kokichi the real mastermind or not?
No need to think about it. You're being way too forward, you know?
Aren't you normally the forward one? I mean, I don't mind, because that's probably part of your strategy, too. But in the interest of fairness, I suppose it's time to tell the truth. Unlike the lies you love so much, the truth should be impartial to everyone.
And what is that truth?
I'm not being controlled by Kokichi, because he's not the mastermind.
Is that really true?
Kokichi was just messing with you. I never once said he was the mastermind.
Then it was all Kokichi's lie?
Yeah, that is what that would mean. With the key from the last motive, he was the first to learn the truth of the outside world. Based on his deductions, he fabricated a lie to make you all think he was the mastermind.
I see. Kokichi's own deductions.
Do you want to know? Then I will tell you. I'm getting kind of bored with all the lying, so everything I say now will be the truth, okay?
His deductions got a lot of details right, though. Pretty impressive, honestly.
But what about the Exisals? If Kokichi wasn't the mastermind, how'd he control them so easily?
He just used Mew's remote control, right?
Mew's remote control?
So the remote that Kokichi was using was made by Mew?
Oh, you didn't know? Mew not only invented the electro bomb and the electro hammer, She also made a remote control that can hijack any electronic device. Kokichi just slapped a receiver on each of the exosols and took them for a spin.
Hey, isn't it a bit unfair to tell them all that?
Fairness has nothing to do with it. I offered up that info purely out of spite. Spite towards you for trying to usurp the mastermind's role and take over the game.
Well, whatever. It's way more interesting to defeat an enemy who plays dirty anyway.
What's going on? It seems like they're actually fighting.
There's no doubt about it. Kokichi isn't the mastermind.
Were we just being dragged around by Kokichi's lies the whole time?
What were you trying to accomplish by pretending to be the mastermind, Kokichi?
Yeah! Now you're gonna be all quiet? This is so frustrating!
Then if he's not the mastermind, who is?
Why are you so certain there's even a mastermind to begin with?
What?
What do you mean?
Why, that's on a need-to-know basis, and you don't need to know.
But I wanna know!
The real mastermind is not Kokichi. Who could it be? I was thinking it was Junko Noshima, but that can't be it. She's dead. We never come into contact with her. If so, who's done this? Who's planning this killing game?
Anyway, this conversation has flown off the rails. Let's get things back on track. This class trial is to figure out who the culprit is, not the mastermind. So, yeah, get to talking.
I agree. Before we worry about who the mastermind is or what my intent is, let's figure out the culprit!
But Monokuma doesn't know who it is. How is he supposed to confirm the results?
We don't need to worry about that. Let's just leave the decision-making to Monokuma. But you gotta run the class trial too. So no mistakes, okay?
Are you trying to get me to do something?
You've been watching us solve all these cases, but you can't be a spectator anymore. You're gonna participate in the class trial from here on out. So, let's resume this class trial. Monokuma, you gotta use your brain too. This will be the final class trial. Me versus Monokuma!
You versus Monokuma?
When I play a game, I intend to win. But what's considered winning in this game? Beating the other players? No. Beating the game's mastermind is the true victory. And that's how I'll win! That's why I decided to challenge Monokuma! If I can deceive Monokuma till the very end, then I'll be the winner!
You're dragging us around like this? Just so you can win a game?
As I suspected, your thought process defies all logic.
But since the outside world is in total ruin, this game is the only entertainment we have. At least I can enjoy this game to the fullest and feel good winning.
You really are a remnant of despair. Your way of thinking is just chaotic.
Remnant of despair? Whatevs. Let's just get this started. If the students or Monokuma don't know who the culprit is, then I'm the winner!
Don't underestimate me, or Shuichi and the others for that matter.
What?
It's just like a remnant of despair to try to assume control of the game. But these kids are all that's left of Hope's Peak Academy. If you think they're gonna make this easy for you, you better think again.
Whose side are you taking here?
Side? Isn't it obvious? Monokuma joins your party.
Ultimate Despair Headmaster.
Who invited you?
Now, let's join forces and unravel the truth behind this case.
So he doesn't even know.
Well, we were going to do it anyway.
Let's just ignore Monokuma. His actions are always beyond comprehension.
Yeah! Let's just focus on the case.
Hey, be quiet so we can ignore you.
Now, where should we start? We've already established what Kokichi is after.
He's just gonna keep talking anyway, isn't he?
In my experience, whenever you learn a new fact, you learn something else along with it.
Yes, let's look for that.
You warmed up to him real fast. I guess you are both robots.
So another truth come out. That piece of evidence makes more sense now. The evidence that I could not wrap my head around. The murder video.
This is it! Let's discuss the video of Kaito being crushed by the hydraulic press. Kokichi said that he filmed that video to prove he was not the victim. But we know that Kokichi was trying to mislead Monokuma. So what about the video? It's pretty strange to present evidence that condemns you after all.
Then what kind of mistake was Kokichi trying to get me to make?
Maybe he crushed Kaito with the hydraulic press, so the cause of death would be unknown?
But if that were the only objective, there would be no need to film it. Discovering the crushed body would have been enough. No need to show us the film.
That's true.
I guess you're starting to fit in after all. If you get any cuter, I'm gonna hug you.
Huh? Really?
There must be a reason you went out of your way to show us the body being crushed.
No reason, really. That's just my twisted personality.
You're lying again, Kokichi. There is a method to your madness. If you wanted Monokuma to make a mistake in showing us the video, it must have something to do with trying to fool Monokuma. Taking the video to the murder but keeping the victim's identity hidden. What does it show? What does it show? Oh! It's the victim.
I see now.
We don't knew the victim.
The victim.
Huh?
Is it even possible? No, that's a question for later. For now, we know that.
If you show the moment of Kaito's death, of course it would lead us to believe he died. Even if we can't positively identify the body, we would still believe Kaito was the victim. That might be exactly the mistake Kokichi was going for.
Does that mean the victims were switched?
Switched? Then it was some other dead body that got crushed by the hydraulic press?
Where would he even get another body?
There should be plenty to choose from if you reuse the body of a former victim.
If there was an unknown body, then we could guess the victim was switched. But too bad! Switching the victims was impossible. The footage showed the body being crushed. When in the footage would they have been able to switch the victim? And we already established that the footage was not doctored in any way. The camera doesn't have any editing functions. Just Monokuma also said that no computer was used to edit the footage. Remember?
Damn it! Me and my big mouth!
Which means switching out the victim would not be possible. Also, if the victim was switched, then that would mean Kaito is still alive. We already discussed this so many times. The chance of that happening is
It might be possible.
Huh?
There could be a trick to make the switch possible. We just haven't noticed it yet.
Oh, and what trick is that? See? You don't know, do you? I already said it's impossible.
Maki's not wrong. There is a way it could be done. So we can't just give up here.
Hey, Shuichi. I'll think harder about this as well. So, can you confirm whether or not the victims switch places? If Kaito is alive or not?
Maki.
I don't like the thought that I killed Kaito. I don't want that.
Okay then. Let's talk about the possibility that Makiro mentioned.
Himiko, if you call her that again...
Yes, please.
Oh, then let's all talk it over together.
Actually, that's a good possibility that... Because we saw the press slightly stop before it calmed down like crazy. So that play, pause, play can be a possibility to get it. And don't forget, you're not alone. Don't try to overthink yourself, it's gonna wear you out. When times are hard, you gotta rely on your friends.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll figure something out.
Jeez, you guys are a stubborn bunch. There's no trick.
That's probably another lie.
However, if the victims were switched, then that would mean the footage was altered. How could it have been altered when we know that the footage wasn't edited?
If we could figure that out, maybe we'd know how they switched places.
I knew there was a trick to that video the whole time. Okichi made it, so it's 100% suspicious.
A trick to that video. How many times are we going to see this? What could it be? What's suspicious about it? Okay, let's try to think. A trick for that video. Hydraulic press, stethoscope, hangers, and
There
shutter.
must be some trick to that video.
It must be.
That's what you all gotta figure out.
There is no trick. You can check, but there's no editing function in that camera.
Did the placement of that camera seem suspicious to any of you? The filming angle seemed unnatural, don't you think?
Not really.
The person in that video. Was it really Kaito?
Something seemed off about that video to me. When the hydraulic press stopped for a brief moment.
Actually, yeah.
I agree.
I also noticed that. Why it stops all of a sudden before slamming?
Kibo is onto something. Isn't it weird that the hydraulic press stopped for a second? Because when Kibo and I first investigated that hydraulic press,
Yes, that's right. The hydraulic press kept lowering itself without stopping.
Exactly.
but in the video,
The hydraulic press stops a little bit, and then it falls down.
The hydraulic press stopped briefly, right before it crushed the body?
But why would it stop?
Why did the press stop? There is only one reason I can think of. Oh, the mind mine. Okay, let's begin this. Nope. Let's try to think about this. Alright, let's try to find actually something that can be helpful. Oh, I think that's it. I think I find it. Oh, come on. These are not even close.
I see it.
But there we go.
The only way to stop the hydraulic press is the force stop button.
An electro bomb went off in the hangar, which would have interfered with the safety function. There'd be no way to stop the hydraulic press unless someone used the force stop button.
When you say someone, you mean Kokichi, right? He was...
Oh, sorry.
Actually, maybe I pressed it by accident. I don't really remember. So what of it? The press only stopped for like a sec. You can't switch the victim in such a short time, can you?
That's true.
There's also the question of how the bodies got switched while the camera was rolling. That would have clearly been caught on camera.
Well, the camera was rolling.
Oh, I see. It wasn't just the press that stopped.
Huh? Huh? What do you mean?
If you stop something else at the same time you stop the hydraulic press,
Yes, I see it now. That's how the bodies were switched. If you stop that, you could have swapped the bodies easily. Oh, another mine. Okay, anyways. Oh, there is. Oh my god, this again? Oh, this one apparently.
I see it! The culprit stopped the video camera at the same time as the hydraulic press. Then, while the camera was off, they switched the body under the hydraulic press. After the body was swapped, the press and the camera were started simultaneously. So it just looks like the press stopped for a moment.
That's what I've been saying this whole time!
When did you ever say that?
So they stopped at the same time. The camera position did seem odd to me. But now I get it. The trick wouldn't work unless it was set up there.
Huh? Why?
To get the trick we just described to work, the camera had to be set up precisely.
Let's pin that down. Where the camera was set up? Here.
There!
Actually, Cellos have a good point. Where did it find another body?
The video camera must have been set up somewhere around here. To operate the press and the camera at the same time, it would have to be near the switch.
That's why the video was taken from that unnatural angle. If they were recording it like normal, they would have used a better angle.
And if it was recorded at such an odd angle, then that proves the trick was used.
Camera angles, huh? Looks like your cosplayer experience is finally useful.
Well, cosplay doesn't really come up all that much in class trials.
There was a reason the camera was set up there, but also a reason for the height.
Oh!
When
So
the
the
press was stopped, you couldn't really see who was inside it, correct? That was intentional. The body is mostly hidden by the press, making the swap easier.
The camera must have been placed at such a high position, so it would produce that angle.
I wonder if they used that tripod in the hangar to adjust the camera's height.
Did they get that from the warehouse too? Jeez, that place is like a 4D pocket.
You don't get to make that reference.
Then, that logic is correct, right? Kokichi used that video angle trick and switched the victim in the hydraulic press. In that case, Kaito is...
Or he was crushed by the press. He was swapped with a different body. So Kaito's still alive!
Well, wait just a minute.
What? But I just summed it up so nicely.
Himiko, the different body you mentioned, what are you talking about?
The bodies from the other cases. Kokichi's the mastermind, so he... Wait, the mastermind?
Yeah, Kokichi isn't the mastermind, so I don't think he'd be able to produce a body to switch out.
What?
Well, Monokuma, do the rules allow for a body to be reused?
Very well, I'll answer that.
You're giving in pretty easily.
Well, it's crucial information to make the trial fair. This discussion is pointless if it's not clear what the culprit was allowed to do, right?
You're a convenient mastermind, but I guess that makes defeating you worth my time.
Now then, regarding the reuse of a dead body. That is impossible! All the dead bodies have already been thrown away.
Thrown away?
The other bodies are... gone? Then who did Kaito switch places with?
Kokichi and Kaito were the only ones in the hangar at the time. If they were the only ones present during the body swapping trick, then the real victim was Kokichi? If it was not an old body, it could only be...
What's wrong, Shuichi? Who did Kaito switch places with?
Maki, I think I missed something very important here.
Something important?
You have the timeline right. There were only 2 people in the hangar at the time. Which means that something had happened that had been decided before. I had to pin that down. Can't let anything escape me this time. Oh, this is hard. This looks big. Oh, I think I know what I want. Oh, I can't believe it. Oh, shit. That was completely unexpected. I need an L. And now I need a D.
I see now. I can't believe I overlooked this.
What do you mean?
There were only 2 people in the hangar at the time the bodies were swapped, which means they were working together.
Huh? Working together?
The only 2 people involved in the swap were the victim and the culprit. The culprit was operating the camera and the hydraulic press, while the victim lay inside. If they switched places while the press and the camera were stopped, then the person who turned the camera and the press back on was the original victim. To put it simply, both people operated the press and camera at different times. An impossible trick, unless the victim and culprit agreed to cooperate beforehand.
Victim and culprit cooperated? Is that even possible?
It sounds bizarre, but perhaps that was the whole point. Commit a crime that was so confusing, even Monokuma would be tricked.
Jeez, this culprit's a real jerk. So, have you realized who done it yet?
The culprit of this case. If my detective work has not failed me, the culprit is inside the exisal. It can only be then Kaito Momota.
The apparent victim we saw in the video was Kaito, which means Kokichi was operating the hydraulic press and camera at first. If the 2 of them switched while the press was stopped, then the culprit who started the hydraulic press again and crushed Kokichi must be Kaito. So, the person inside that exisal isn't Kokichi. It has to be Kaito.
What did you say?
So the culprit for this case is Kaito Momota. That is what the ultimate detective has deduced, right?
Kaito is the culprit? What? You're joking, right? You can't be serious.
I don't want to believe it either. But it's the only way any of this makes sense. My detective work has led me to the conclusion that Kaito is the culprit.
Is that true? Is Kaito really in there?
Hey, answer us! If you really are Kaito, then...
I'm the culprit. There's just no way that Kaito can still be alive. Because I'm the culprit.
Wait, you? But didn't you say—
I saw it with my own eyes. Kokichi drank the antidote that he stole from Kaito. There's no doubt Kaito died. And he died because of my poison arrow.
But you told told us you didn't want to kill Kaito.
Yes, I never wanted to. I wanted to believe that I didn't kill him. But the truth speaks differently. In the end, I was just running away from the facts.
Huh? I don't understand.
Maki, are you trying to protect Kaito? If he is the culprit, you're trying to help him get away?
There was only one antidote, so it's more likely he died from my poison arrow. This is the truth.
It's not decided yet. I could have still killed him with the hydraulic press. Either way, those are the two options. Monokuma knows the answer, right?
Huh? Are those the only options?
I guess that's how things turned out.
No, that can't be. The person in that exisal is...
It's not Kaito! I saw Kokichi drink the antidote! There's no mistake. Kaito is dead. I killed Kaito. There is absolutely no doubt. That's the truth.
I thought so. Maki's trying to protect Kaito. I understand how he feels, but if Kaito is the culprit, why did he agree to Kokichi's plan? I can't imagine that Kaito will do something so selfish. There must be a reason for it, I truly believe that. But I had to get to the bottom of this before I can uncover the truth.
But Maki, you don't know for certain that Kokichi drank the antidote.
What?
You saw him drink it right in front of you, but you couldn't confirm he actually did it. So maybe there's another possibility.
What are you talking about? Impossible. That's impossible. There is no other possibility. I killed Kaito! I killed Kaito! You're the one who's wrong. He died from my poison arrow. There's no other possibility. What do you know? I killed Kaito! You're the one who's wrong. It doesn't matter what you say. I'm telling you, this is the truth. But you keep getting in the way. You're so goddamn annoying. It doesn't matter what you say. I was at the scene. So I know I'm not wrong. I'm sorry I kept quiet till now. I wanted to believe I didn't kill him. But I won't run away from the truth anymore. Because I know what I saw. I was at the scene. So I know I'm not wrong. I'm sorry I kept quiet till now. I wanted to believe I didn't kill him. But I won't run away from the truth anymore. Because I know what I saw. I was at the scene. So I know I'm not wrong. I'm sorry I kept quiet till now. I wanted to believe I didn't kill him. I saw Kokichi drink the antidote.
It ends here!
Okay, this was a little more, almost obvious.
Kokichi just pretended to drink the antidote. He didn't actually drink it.
He pretended to drink it?
Drinking the antidote was part of his lie. Maki could only see so much through the window. She didn't confirm Kokichi drank it. I believe that Kokichi knew this and just pretended to drink the antidote. After Maki left, he gave the antidote to Kaito. There's a strong possibility that all of this was done to make Kaito cooperate.
Make him cooperate?
The swapping trick required the victim and culprit to work together. Kaito's cooperation was essential to Kokichi's plan. However, I don't think Kokichi would be able to sway Kaito easily. He needed leverage. He gave Kaito the antidote in exchange for his cooperation.
In exchange for his own life, you mean?
Kaito had no choice. He had to cooperate after Kokichi saved his life. That's just Kaito's character. And Kokichi knew that. He swallowed his pride with the antidote and agreed to participate in Kokichi's plan.
But didn't Kokichi make this plan? What good is it for him if he's dead?
I imagine this was all part of Kokichi's plan to confuse us. You wouldn't think that someone would plan their own murder.
He went so far as to give up his life, just to create this mystery?
Only Kokichi could think of something so nefarious. Who else would agree to die, just to execute their plan?
Crazy. Why would he go that far?
I bet Kokichi was determined to beat me at my own game, no matter what. But too bad! Shuichi figured out the truth!
Truth? Are you sure it's not delusion?
Delusion?
A delusion completely off the mark. To make you think that I died. But who cares what you guys think? This is between me and Monokuma. I don't give a crap if the extras in this game get it right or not.
Extras?
I'm fine with being an extra.
Huh? Why?
If we're just extras, then even if we get it wrong, we won't get killed.
No, I'd still kill you all. Don't put Kokichi's words in my mouth!
But why? You're being so friendly with us!
If Monokuma gets it right, then he takes everyone's lives, yeah? But if Monokuma gets it wrong, then he'd have no right to take everyone's lives. If Monokuma doesn't know who the culprit is, then this killing game can't function anymore.
Can't function anymore?
Kaito, I believe in you.
If you're cooperating with this plan, you must have a reason. To determine that reason, I need to reveal the truth.
I still think Kaito is the culprit. Thinking of it that way makes all the pieces fit. I will show you the truth. The truth you can't deny.
Closing argument time! Okay, let's see what we got first. Trial of Blood. Okay. An exisals inside the hangar. What opened the shutter and got inside the hangar? Hit the exisals. The culprit in the press. Oh. Oh shit, my god. Kokichi in the press. Drink the antidote. Assemble the crossbow. At least the suspect is not naked anymore. Yeah, that's actually true. Kokichi's back. Where did the culprit shot Kokichi? Oh! Damn it. Wrong there. Hit by the first arrow of my Kokichi's blood flows down the toilet. I think it was here, right? Yeah. Wait, what? So it's not that. Oh, okay. I've been reading wrong. Damn it, I feel idiot. Kokichi's right arm. 3 arrows. Oh, okay, that's on the bathroom. The culprit's left arm. Who was hit by the second arrow Maki fired. I don't know if it was him or not. Okay. Got it.
This is
There
the
we go.
truth of the case! Let's go over the trick that Kokichi and the culprit created together. Last night, Kibo saw Himiko from the window of his lab. She was carrying a black case and heading to the Exisal hangar. When she reached the hangar, she handed the case to someone through the bathroom window. That someone is the culprit of this case. Locked in the bathroom, the culprit had asked Himiko to bring them a certain weapon. A disassembled crossbow from Maki's lab. The culprit was going to use the crossbow to challenge Kokichi to a fight. Some time passed, and Maki made her way to the hangar. She was going to the hangar to kill Kokichi and save the culprit trapped in the bathroom. However, the hangar had an electric barrier preventing her from entering. Fortunately for her, she had an electro hammer to get around the barrier, in a way. She used her electro hammer to disable an exisal and climbed inside. She knew exisals could bypass the barrier, so she got inside one. Around that time, the culprit and Kokichi began their confrontation. While Kokichi was checking up on them, the culprit ambushed him with a crossbow. But the culprit didn't intend to kill Kokichi. They just wanted to disable him. That's why the culprit aimed for Kokichi's right arm. If they really wanted to kill him, they would have shot him in his vitals. Kokichi reeled from the arrow, and the culprit jumped on him immediately. He didn't want Kokichi to have the chance to summon an exisal with a remote. While they were fighting, something happened that caught them both off guard. The shutter of the hangar opened, and an exisal stepped inside. Kokichi was definitely not expecting an exisal to interrupt them. He pulled out his remote in an attempt to control the exisal. But Maki leaped out of the cockpit and shot Kokichi with her crossbow. The arrow hit Kokichi right in the back. And it was no normal arrow. The tip was covered in a lethal poison from my lab called Strike-9 poison. The poison kills slowly. It seems as if Maki wanted Kokichi to confess before he died. But even with poison in his veins, Kokichi continued to spin his lies. When she had had enough, Maki tried to finish him off with another poisoned arrow. But this time, Maki was the one caught by surprise. To keep Maki from becoming the Blackened, the culprit used their body to shield Kokichi. The culprit's left arm was struck by a poison arrow. Maki remembered that there was an antidote in my lab and immediately ran off to get it. The Strike-9 poison slowly circulated through their systems and would soon kill them both. But in that desperate situation, Kokichi thought up a clever lie. He incorporated this unforeseen event into his plan to help him win the killing game. Or should I say, help him defeat Monokuma. That was Kokichi's true objective. It's why he claimed to be the mastermind. Thinking fast, Kokichi closed the shutter so that Maki could not re-enter the hangar. Thus, Kokichi's final lie was set into motion. When Maki returned with the antidote, she couldn't get back inside the hangar, so she went around to the hangar bathroom and passed the antidote through the window. But after the culprit was given the antidote, Kokichi immediately snatched it. Kokichi drank down all of the antidote while the culprit and Maki watched in horror. Maki must have been panicking, thinking the only antidote was now gone. She believed that the culprit was going to die from her own poisoned arrow. But it was all another one of Kokichi's lies. He had only pretended to drink the antidote. Maki tried desperately to break into the hangar, even slashing the control panel. But she couldn't get the shutter to open again. Defeated, she had no choice but to leave. After Maki had left, Kokichi took out another weapon. An electrobomb, capable of disabling communication devices for hours. Kokichi's plan was to use an electrobomb to knock out Monokuma's surveillance cameras. That was why he commissioned Mew to make the bombs in the first place. After detonating an electrobomb, Kokichi coerced the culprit into drinking the antidote. In exchange for the antidote, Kokichi asked the culprit to cooperate with his plan. Kokichi needed to work with the culprit to execute his final lie. Under normal circumstances, the culprit would never have agreed to such a plan. But because the culprit owed him for saving their life, they agreed to Kokichi's request. Request is a generous term. It was more like blackmail. In any case, the two were now working together as accomplices in an insane plan. There was a lot to prepare and not a lot of time. They had to work fast. If Kokichi died from the Strychnine poison, the whole plan would be ruined. After fabricating the scene in the bathroom, the culprit dragged Kokichi to the hydraulic press. This is how the swipe pattern bloodstain from the bathroom to the press was created. Kokichi, with the support of the culprit, stood in front of the press's control panel. The two of them were finally ready to execute the insane lie. While Kokichi was setting up the video camera near the hydraulic press's control panel, the culprit laid face up inside the press, draping their coat over their shoulders. Then, Kokichi activated the press and the camera's record button at the same time. The hydraulic press came down slowly, all caught on tape for us to see. Normally, the safety function would have triggered, but the electrobomb had disabled it. The press got lower and lower, and just as the culprit disappeared from view, Kokichi pressed the force stop button and the camera's pause button simultaneously. The two then switched places and also switched roles. The culprit and the victim. The would-be victim became our culprit and started up the press and camera. Kokichi had saved the culprit's life because his trick required their cooperation. He wanted to win the killing game, even if it meant dying himself. And so, Kokichi was crushed by the press, and the whole thing was caught on video. The culprit's left sleeve was dangling from the press, making us think he was the victim. Now alone, the culprit collected the video camera and tore the hydraulic press's power cord so that it could never be raised again. This would make it impossible for us to determine the identity of the crushed body. But there was another reason the victim was killed in this way. It obfuscated the cause of death, making the case that much more difficult to solve. This was all part of Kokichi's plan to create a murder not even Monokuma could figure out. With the press disabled, the culprit returned to the bathroom to flush Kokichi's clothes. Finally, they climbed inside of an exisal to hide and waited with bated breath. And here they are now in this trial, pretending to be Kokichi. They're trying to deceive Monokuma in order to defeat the true mastermind. And that's it. That's Kokichi's unidentified culprit trick. The culprit is in that exisal. It's you, isn't it? Kaito Momota, the ultimate astronaut. I'm right, aren't I? That's you in there, isn't it, Kaito?
Really? Is it really Kaito?
I must reluctantly agree with Shuichi's deduction.
Man, Shuichi sure loves his crazy deductions.
Huh?
You're still not gonna admit it?
Admit it, but it's wrong.
But logically speaking, his deduction tracks.
If it's really Kaito in there, he would have admitted it by now.
Was Shuichi's reasoning wrong somehow?
No, it's not wrong. But the city work was flawless, is the trick. I'm sure that Kaito is inside the exisals. So why is Kaito still fighting me? Is it about Monokuma? Or is there another aspect to this?
You claim everything is set, and that's it. You don't have any evidence, do you? You all think the body was switched when the hydraulic press stopped for a moment. But that's just speculation in the end. No evidence to back it up. So if we reverse our reverse way of thinking, then it's likely I didn't do anything, right? It's totally possible that the body switching never happened and Kaito is dead. Not just possible, it's the actual truth.
Well, it's true. There's no proof that the bodies were switched.
No, we should trust Shuichi's deduction. I'm sure everything will be okay. This emotion I've learned, I believe you call it faith. That's what I feel right now.
That's right. We have to believe in Shuichi.
Well, I don't care either way. But if you guys get it wrong, you'll have to deal with Monokuma. What will the results of this voting time be? If Monokuma makes a mistake, he won't be able to execute anyone, right? Then it will be my victory. And that will ruin the entire killing game.
I see, so that's your objective. You mean to ruin the killing game first. That's why Kaito has been so stubborn all this time. But what does he mean by ruin exactly? Monokuma can do whatever he wants to the rules. How do you ruin something like that? What will be the point?
Come on, Monokuma. Start the voting already.
Yeah, I'm getting to it. Sheesh! Let's proceed with voting time, shall we? Sorry I fell short of your expectations, but I'm pretty sure I won't make any mistakes. 'Cause I got the ultimate detective's airtight logic on my side.
Now I know the whole truth and why. I believe in my own logic, and I believe in Kaito. From this point on, it's not about logic, it's about how far I'm willing to go. I believe in Kaito, not as a detective, but as Shuichi Saihara.
Can I just say something? I'd like to have one last conversation before we vote.
One last conversation?
There's more to talk about?
You see, before we vote, there's something I have to say. I just need you all to listen.
Oh god!
All right, let's pin this down. Who is inside that exisal?
Kaito, right?
That's what you said, isn't it?
Kokichi's the one who died. And the culprit is Kaito standing right there.
Isn't that correct?
Of course not! I would never die!
I trust Shuichi.
No one has seen Kokichi during the entire investigation, or up until the start of the class trial. Oh, I know what I have to do. I decided to ruin the game. That's why he's hiding the truth. Okay, now I know what I have to do.
All right, let's pin this down. Who is inside that exisal?
Kaito, right?
No.
That's what you said, isn't it?
Kokichi's the one who died.
I'll reveal the truth. Kokichi, I'm sorry. I just can't lie for you anymore.
I'm gonna have to lie this time.
What?
What do you mean, lie?
Why did you say Kokichi? The one in the exisal is...
I'm so sorry, everyone. I've deceived you all.
Huh?
The truth is, after we found the crushed body, I saw Kokichi.
You saw Kokichi?
Yes. He threatened me, told me that if I didn't do what he said, he'd kill us all. He wanted me to lie about what I saw, so that the trial would be more interesting. But I can't do it anymore. I can't keep lying like this. I have to tell the truth. Kokichi isn't dead. He's alive.
Oh, hold on! Why did you wait until now to mention this?
I'm so sorry, Kibo, but it's true.
I really am sorry, but this is the only way. Kaito is trying to fool Monokuma, trying to ruin the class trial. If Kaito is risking his life to do this, then I will stand by him. I believe in Kaito. I will believe in what he's trying to do. He's not doing this to hurt us. I'm sure he's going to try to save us all. If Monokuma wants to rely on my detective work, fine. I'll just lie.
Everyone, please, don't vote for Kaito. There's no doubt about it. Kokichi is in that exisal. He's the culprit.
Hey, Shuichi. I don't know what you're scheming, but as far as I'm concerned, you guys aren't extras at all. If you guys are wrong, you're gonna have to take your punishments like champs. Got it?
I'm not wrong. We can't vote for Kaito!
Stop it! That's enough!
Huh?
It's over. If you guys get it wrong, and Monokuma gets it right, then you'll all get punished. There's no way I can let that happen. So, it's fine. Let's end this.
Kaito!
So, it really was you?
My bad for tricking you guys. I'll explain everything, but before that, it's voting time. Alright, don't get it wrong. I'm definitely the culprit. You got it? I'm the one who killed Kokichi.
Kaito, no!
It's just like you to figure it all out, Shuichi. You're really something else. So all you gotta do is believe in your reasoning. That's what detectives do. Hey, Monokuma, let's hurry up and get this vote started!
Well said. Let's get this started then. The heart-racing excitement as the blackened and the spotless face off. It's voting time!
Well, there's no room of doubt. Where is it? Kaito Momoto. Yeah. Harsh but truth. There's no room for doubt here.
It seems the voting has finished. Now then.
Also, fucking dogs outside! We probably might know that on at the end of the trial. Even he voted for himself.
Who'll be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
But yeah, I think we're going to hear his motive right before he died. Yeah, he doesn't even know what happened. He's just following the train of thought of Shuichi. There we go. Well, if the cult is gonna confess, then I guess even morons can screw this up.
Absolutely right.
The black ant who killed Kokichi Oma is Kaito Momota. You all got it right. So, you all got it right, huh? Even Shuichi and Makiro voted for me. What a relief. Well, I knew you guys will not get it wrong.
But you know...
But man, was it hard to act like Kokichi the whole time? I mean, sure, he wrote most of his own lines.
Jeez.
Seriously, look at this huge script he wrote the whole thing. He's even got a bunch of alternate lines for different events too. Oh damn! He had a lot of time, even when he was poisoned. But even so, I still had to ad-lib it. To ad-lib. You guys cannot tell too, huh?
Come on, man.
Hey, come on guys, don't look so sad. You guys got it right, it's so good. Why did you kill Kokichi? You were against the killing game, so why did you kill him? I believed that you absolutely will not do such a thing. Maki? Was she protecting Kaito or just believing in him like me?
That's right.
Yeah, I should explain. Most of it's just like Shuichi says.
After Kokichi pretended to take the antidote, he gave it to me. I mean...
Then, he told me I had to cooperate with his plan.
Hey!
Plan? What plan? I've been thinking, this whole time, of a plan to throw the mastermind off guard.
What?
Throw them off guard? What are you talking about? You are the mastermind. That was a lie. I only pretend to be the mastermind.
What?
Pretend? You all fell for it, but you know, I prepared a bunch of stuff. Like this remote control, I had Miu make it. The mysterious message in the courtyard, using Gonta and making him a murderer. All the preparation was just to make you guys think I was a mastermind.
What?
What the hell? Why did you do all that? The reason why I pretend to be the mastermind
Shit!
was to end this boring killing game.
Huh?
To end?
Yeah.
I thought I'd show you the despairing truth. You guys will not want to go outside anymore. I thought it will end the killing game. But instead this happens. I'm gonna die by Maki's hands. Why do you think this happened? Why do you think Maki tried to kill me? Why do you think the killing game started again?
What?
Why?
Oh, man.
Because the true mastermind investigated it. I'm certain of it. I instigated it. They made a move without us noticing. Man, thanks to that, everything is ruined.
Hold on!
The true mastermind instigated it? So whoever the person is, they also instigated Maki's actions too.
I'm disappointed.
Yeah, they probably tried to eliminate me because I pretend to be the mastermind.
What?
My actions were instigated by the true mastermind? But that can't be. The reason I decided to kill Kokichi was because I remembered the truth from the flashback light.
Could it be...
Maybe making you remember the truth what the mastermind wanted? What? Maybe the true mastermind had used the flashback light, so it will target Kokichi as a remnant of
Which
despair.
means...
So the flashback light itself was the true mastermind's traps all along. They expected us to target Kokichi once we remembered he was remnant of despair.
Okay.
Kokichi certainly expected it. That's why he talked about the true mastermind. But even so, this is all rather convenient for the true mastermind. The person claiming to be the mastermind just so happened to be Remnant of Despair. We are all students of Hope Peak Academy, and our fates are tied to the Remnants of Despair. I never would have imagined that fate will bring us to Kokichi's murder. It's just placed too nicely for the true mastermind. I don't know about the flashback light. Guess that's another mystery for you.
I mean...
Anyway, like I was saying...
You know...
Then, who is the true mastermind? Who knows? I do know either. But it doesn't matter. We can't lose. The game is pointless unless you win. That's why I thought of a special plan. When I'm on the verge of losing, my plan will help me win.
Huh?
I don't really get it, but is this a plan to throw off the mastermind? Well, it's not too difficult, Kaito. I need you to kill me.
What?
What?
I mean...
The plan was to make a case where the victim was unknown, and then trick Monokuma into thinking I was the victim, so he messed up. If he ruled that either Maki Roll or Kokichi were the blackened, then I show myself and Monokuma's ruling will be invalid. And if Monokuma's ruling was invalid, the killing game will end.
But...
That's what I'm most curious about. What makes you think it will end?
That's right.
Yeah, I asked Kokichi about that myself. Why would Monokuma care if he messed up who the blackened was? And this is what he said.
Well, you know...
Even if it's Monokuma or the true mastermind, they can't break the rules as they please. Being unfair like that is not allowed.
Hold up!
What do you mean?
Yeah...
Dead games are meant to be watched. If no one was watching, there will be no reason to be such a stickler about the rules. There will be no point in making this game in the first place.
But
Monokuma has been a stickler about the rules and about making the game interesting. That's why he agreed to my plan in the virtual world.
Which means
Monokuma is aware that someone is watching us. In which case, I have no doubt that this dead game is being shown to someone.
What did you say?
So, this is some kind of show. But who'll be watching? We are the only people left alive, aren't we? That's right, the flashback lag is the reason we even remember that. But Kokichi might be right. Why have a dead game if no one's watching? He was not sure about it at first. But after this last trial, there's no doubt.
Listen up.
Monokuma can do whatever he wants, he's bound by the rules of the game. That's why he couldn't afford to get the culprit wrong, why he relied on switching. It's just like Kokichi said, if this game rules matter so much, someone's watching. A dead game is made to be watched. If that's true, then who's watching
Hey.
it? Well, what's it all about, Monokuma? If this killing game really shows for someone, who can say? Why won't you tell us? We were friends during the trial. Honestly, I was just happy you guys cooperate with me.
Well...
Humans love to help. They jump at any opportunity to extend a helping hand.
Well then...
Then, here's another question. Who are you, really? If Kokichi, a remnant of despair, is not the mastermind,
Incomprehensible.
then who the mastermind is it? Another remnant of despair again? I'm not gonna spill the beans on a perfect to be continued cliffhanger like that. Why you? Are you so cute? Really? I understand Kokichi plan, but why did you agree to work with him, Kaito? Why did you agree to kill Kokichi? Because he saved your life? You should have just ignored him. He's better off dead anyway. It was kinda hard to ignore such an annoying guy. What? Jeez. I wonder how far ahead he planned this evil scheme of this. Oh shit.
What?
Yeah, but killing you?
Don't screw around!
What are you talking about? You want me to kill you? I figured you react like that. But are you sure you're okay with that? Because if this poison kills me, then Maki will become the Blackened. And her crime will be exposed so easily.
Well, you know.
If that happens, then Maki and I will die for no reason, right? Which is what the true mastermind expects.
What?
What? Damn it.
You?
That's playing dirty. So that's why you gave me the antidote. I am the ultimate supreme leader. There's no depths I won't think to. Even if I have to sacrifice myself. Anyway, this is our chance to end this killing game.
Ruin this killing game.
That's why you have to kill me, so we can win and ruin this killing game. We'll bring the true mastermind and everyone who's watching. We'll bring them down to utter despair. That everyone who died can rest in peace. Ah, crap, I'm going to die soon. Can we get this started already?
Damn.
You're seriously crazy, dude. But you know,
At least
I was not boring, right?
That punk.
Then he blackened you by using me?
Ah,
No, I agree to his plan once I hear the words ruin this killing game.
jeez.
He was crazy, but Dad let him come up with some crazy plans. And we need a crazy plan in order to stand a chance against Monokuma. I bid on that chance, I didn't have any other choice.
Damn it.
Cause I'm out of time. Time?
Could it be...
Kaito, you mean your
What are you
health?
talking about?
But you said you were fine. You told me not to worry about it any... my bad, that was a lie.
Huh?
A lie? Yeah, it's pretty bad. Honestly, I'm at a limit. I am at my limit just talking. No, it can't
But
be.
you know,
What I wonder how this happened. I don't remember at all. In my memories, I always looked at down. Silent Hill, no just kidding. In my memories I was fine during the medical exam for my training. If he was fine during the medical exam, then that means
Could it be...
this might be the virus.
what?
Virus? Oh shit!
If I remember correctly,
One of the plagues that caused our planet to crumble. A virus carried by meteorites that spread across the globe. Hope's Peak Academy, along with the rest of the planet, was in danger of extinction. Even though we had come so far and triumphed over so much despair, we were almost wiped out in an instant.
Could it be...
This must be something to do with the virus. Kaito didn't use the flashback light, so he may not remember it. But weren't we supposed to be immune? We were selected because we didn't...
Well,
Perhaps the virus was dormant when you were selected for the Goofer
to
project.
tell you the truth,
You could have been infected by the whole time, showing no symptoms until very recently.
What did you say?
What? Kaito is affected with the virus? But how could that be?
Jeez.
I don't know what you're talking about, but I guess I'm pretty screwed up, huh? Well, I knew this was coming. That's why I agreed to Kokichi's plan.
But you know...
But you know, when I found out about the plan, I thought it was pretty awesome.
Hey, so...
Kokichi left me with a whole outline of it. It freaked out when I read it. It was a pretty good plan. I thought we might be able to trick Monokuma. But I knew Shuichi see right through it in the end.
Huh?
What?
Well done.
And that's exactly how it went. Nice job, Shuichi. You are really something.
Well then,
Kaito, did
That's
you?
right.
Yeah, I knew you guys will figure out everything
Got it.
out. That's why I was able to get on board with Kokichi and lie to you like that. Even if I messed stuff up during the trial, I knew Shuichi see the truth.
That's my sidekick.
Just what I expect from my sidekick.
why?
Why? If I knew you see through it, why?
Then...
If you knew it was pointless from the start, you shouldn't have gone that far.
Ah,
Nah, it was not pointless. I ended up being a huge success.
What's that mean?
Why? Because of this plan and Kokichi pretending to be the mastermind.
got it.
We got closer to the true mastermind's lair. Behind this truth, there's gotta be a hint that leads to the real truth. The real truth?
Yeah.
Yeah, no doubt. That's why Kokichi gave his
But-
life. You talk as if he was your partner when you hated him so strongly before.
What?
Oh, I hate this guy. Honestly, I'm still pissed off at him. He made us go through so much crap to the end. No, even beyond that. He was lying sack of shit.
Hey,
It's getting harder to breathe, so please, can you?
Hey, so...
Hey, can I ask one thing? You want to ruin this killing game, but you keep saying how fun this game was. That was a lie, obviously. How could a game that you are forced to play be fun? I had to think this game was fun to survive. I had to lie to myself.
Huh?
You little... The bastard who created this game to toy with our lives and the shit's enjoying it. They all piss me off.
shit!
That's why I'm writing to do whatever it takes to end this game.
Huh?
Kokichi say that?
Ah,
That could have been a lie too. He probably just said it so to cooperate with him. Was it really a lie? I think his dying words might have been the honest
It's
truth.
a lie!
No, it's definitely a lie. He's not the type to shed real tears. I wonder which one it is. A lie or the truth? Even now at the very end I don't really understand Kokichi. But maybe that's what lie is all about. The truth is in the eye of the beholder, huh? Kokichi was the very embodiment of lie. That pretty much wraps up my explanation now, finally. I need to apologize to Shuichi.
I
What,
mean-
me? To be honest, I was jealous of you. Jealous?
That's right.
Because you were always saving us, you know. Your detective skills keep us alive. You were just way too cool and I got frustrated.
My bad.
So that's why I was so harsh on you, my bad.
That's wrong.
Hey, no, Kaito, that's not true.
Hey.
I was only so confident because you were there for me, Kaito. When you made me your psychic, you say that you take responsibility. And that was why I can do all this. If you didn't talk to me back, then even now I... Oh shit, he's dying. Kaito?
What?
Kaito, are you okay? No, he's dying. How can I be okay? I'm about to die.
Okay.
You sure are, Bucko? Because it's punishment time. Punishment. I won't let you.
I won't let you kill him.
Oh?
Oh, you planning to get in my way? You know what will happen if you do that, don't you?
So what?
I don't care what happens. I plan to kill you anyway from the start.
Indeed.
Yes, I've been determined to fight back for a while now.
Cut it out.
No, stop.
Kaito.
No, Kaito, I can't put... I can't let you die, Kaito.
That's it.
I don't care if you are sick. I don't care if you are dying. I won't let Monokuma touch you.
What was that?
What's so funny?
Hey!
You're thinking about life and how irreplaceable it is. Know what I mean?
Huh?
What? When a life ends, those closets in the moron. But if you could somehow recycle that life, then those closets will not need tomorrow anymore, right?
Nice.
If we could recycle life, that world will be filled with hope. That's my point.
Hey.
Why are you talking?
Hey!
Alright, kids, time for your grand re-entrance. Ha, we got these guys back.
Rise and shine, your son! With our powers combined, we are the Monocubs!
Huh?
Oh, we got these guys back. What the hell? I'm Monotaro. No matter how you read it or spell it, it still says Monotaro. But that's totally a lie.
By the way,
What the hell's going on? I could swore there was more of yours, chunk.
hell yeah!
Fuck if I know. Let's destroy one of them now. This sad sack is booming me to fuck out.
What did you say?
What the? Were not all the Monocubs completely destroyed? These old Monocubs were destroyed. Those Monocubs are the latest models. They still got their factory settings, so in a way it's like they're brand new characters.
Thank you so
But who cares? Now that my cubs are back, I'm not lonely and miserable anymore. You brought them back on a whim like that? You guys are irreplaceable. Maybe not as replaceable as the Monocubs, but finding other people to participate in this killing game is easier than you might think. Finding other people?
well.
I got no idea what's going on or what any of that means, but that's right.
Hell yeah!
We're so fucking lovable and shit. Expect one of them, of course.
Hey!
Do you know what else? What it means? Now that the Monocubs are back, I got my Exisals and Daughter protecting me again. Still wanna defy me now? This is bad. If he's got the Exisals again, so what?
I won't let you kill him.
It doesn't matter. I won't let you kill Kaito. I'll fight until the end. Stop. Even if you fight the Exisals, you will just get killed, damn it. The remote control and the last Electro were crushed in the process.
No.
I won't give up. Maki roll.
You?
Enough already. I've never felt this way before. I always fought to kill, but this is the first time I fought to protect someone. And I've never been given a nickname like Maki roll before either.
What?
You. And I never meet someone as stubborn as you before. And I've never fallen for someone before.
What?
Maki roll? Maki?
No.
I don't want this to end. I just don't.
I won't let you kill
That's
him.
why I won't let you kill Kaito. I absolutely won't let you.
My bad.
Maki roll, I'm sorry, but that's not an option. I don't have as much time left as you think. Fighting used to stay steady. But
Hey, so...
Hey Maki roll, I asked you before, what's your enemy? Before you hated yourself so much, you didn't even like yourself a little. And wasn't that the reason you tried to distance yourself
That's
from the
right.
others? You decided that you didn't deserve to have friends, didn't you? That was your
Don't
enemy.
worry about it.
But not anymore, huh? You're alright now. You feel for a guy like me. Now you can learn to like yourself.
Come on, man.
Hey, don't cry. Can't you send me off with one last long
I
smile?
believe in you.
You guys too. I'm not gonna allow any tears. Send me off with a bang.
Okay.
Alright, Kaito. I won't
I'll
cry.
endure it.
Me too. I'm gonna hold it in. Yeah, I will endure it. I can't cry, even if I wanted to. Hey, sorry about the wait, Monokuma. You can go ahead and start now.
Okay.
Can do.
Dong dong dong!
Oh boy, my first punishment time. I've never seen one before.
Hey,
But let me just say this to the true mastermind controlling Monokuma.
get ready!
You better get ready. My friends are gonna lose to you.
Ugh,
Are not gonna lose to you, sorry. That's
please.
all. I'll leave the rest to you guys. End this ridiculous
Please do
game.
not worry.
Well, end it, so please don't worry.
Shuichi,
And Suichi, never forget you are not alone. You have friends. Don't try to do everything by yourself, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, Kaito,
the
okay.
impossible is possible.
Don't forget impossible is possible. All you gotta do is make it so.
Okay.
Yeah, thanks, Kaito.
Maki roll.
How long are you gonna cry? You should
Sorry.
I can't. That's impossible. I can't. Of course, my bad for making you cry like that.
All right.
Alright then, let's end with this with a bang.
Kaito Momota,
Special-
Luminary of the Stars.
A special punishment situated to the Luminary of the Stars.
Okay, okay.
You don't gotta tell me. I'm excited to get this started.
Get ready.
Oh yeah, well screw you. I'm not gonna die the way you want.
It's punishment time!
And it's punishment time for Kaito Momota. So yeah, after a extremely long, dramatic moment, now we have to see a execution. Oh god, this looks like the execution from the first game, actually. Blast off, second ignition. Yeah, this is from the beginning of the first Danganronpa. Okay, yeah, that's different. Well, at least that's different. Oh, it's the same, but it's just backwards. Error confirmed. Execution failed. Well, technically he fulfilled two dreams, Cello. He died before Monokuma could heal him, and he was able to see the space before dying. Kaito.
Right?
Kibo, are you okay? You got hit by the debris when you...
Well,
I'm fine. More important, importantly.
Hey!
What's the matter, Monokuma? Upset that Kaito won?
Yeah?
What do you mean Kaito won?
Because
He died before the end of your punishment. Kaito didn't die from your execution.
Okay?
That's right, Kaito was not killed by you. It's Kaito's victory. I don't know if he meant to do it, but he certainly went down like a stubborn jackass. Well, whatever. It's not like this is the end of the killing game, so it's fine.
What's that?
It's not over?
Hell yeah!
Hell yeah, no shit!
Hey,
And it's really the school regulations.
That's right.
The killing game will go until there is just one blackened or two spotless. School regulations, so you're gonna follow the regulations, huh? The only reason you want rules is because you are showing this to someone.
Well,
I just want entertaining killing game, but you're certainly entitled to your opinion.
That's wrong.
That's enough. Enough of your bullshit, Monokuma. I made a promise to Kaito. I will end this killing game.
That's it.
And to give Kaito's death meaning, I swear I will keep my promise.
You're right.
Yeah, you're not going to let anyone else die. Who's even gonna play that game anymore? It's already over. You will cut this tension with an eye. What's everyone talking about anyway?
Well, actually,
Feel like we stumbled into the last act. I don't know what's happening at all.
Pops!
Yo, Pop, full it in. We're gonna help you out. Mansuri's acting nice. He's fucking off for brownie points.
they're so cute.
I just can't help myself around you, cute little crap.
Fidget, fidget.
Gather around, kids. I will spend whole month telling you about what you missed. A whole month? Won't take longer than the whole chapter?
My widow.
I'll tell you all about it while I smother you with hug and kisses. You kiss go on ahead and wait for me as well.
So long, farewell!
Huh?
Why did I stay behind? Because I want to give you all a reward for working so
Why
hard.
you?
We don't want it, just go away.
Bugging me.
By the way, I don't know where you got the idea that this killing game can be stopped. There is nothing a participant can do to end this killing game. No way! No! This game is gonna keep going and going for a long time. During this ranting, Monokuma took out.
Huh?
A flashback light?
What?
What did you just do?
What?
What was that flashback light just now?
Creepy.
It's broken? I don't feel like I remember anything. This flashback light has a special effect. Do you remember soon enough? Do you remember that despair is the only choice you have? And the hope doesn't exist after all. The killing game will never end! And he disappeared. And then Monokuma left. He declared that this killing game will continue. He declared there is no hope. Wow, this was long. After all that, I honestly don't remember how we got back. It took all I just had to accept the reality that Kaito was gone. And not just Kaito, Kokichi too. Someone we all trusted and someone no one else trusted. We lost them both. But it was not all for nothing. Because we were drawn even closer to discover the true mastermind. It's okay, Cholo, don't worry. Is that Junko again? The killing game will never end. Never ever. As long as I'm around, I will never end. It will repeat over and over and over. Why would I let someone this fun never end? I want to have more fun. As long as it's fun, we have to keep doing it. That's just simple. Simply and demand.
Such despair.
Wow, Yusuf will be mad when he discovers that. Later that night, I found myself standing in that one spot in the courtyard. The place where Kaito and I will train together. My heart felt crushed, all those loss and guilty helplessness sinking into my chest. But still, I stood there.
Well,
What are you doing? Oh shit, Amaki!
Ah,
Maki!
hey,
So you came too?
okay.
Yeah?
Sorry.
Maki, I'm sorry.
what?
For what?
It
I was the one who drove Kaito into a corner. Just like Kaede, I end up betraying everyone important to me. It's all my fault.
Well,
Are you feeling lonely?
Huh?
Huh?
hey,
Are you lonely now that Kaito is gone?
Okay.
Yeah, lonely. I feel so lonely and so sad I don't know what to do. The only reason I'm still alive right now is because of Kaito. If he hadn't been my friend, I would be...
that's right.
Me too. I can't remember the last time I ever cried that hard. I wonder how long it's been.
Okay,
But I won't cry anymore. I'm sad, but I'm grateful to Kaito.
Huh?
Grateful?
okay.
Yeah, I want to tell him that rather than being sad or lonely. I'm grateful to him. That's why I won't cry anymore. I'm not going to wallow in pity. I want to show him how much I appreciate all the things he did.
You're right.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess it's the same for me. I want to show my appreciation too. I'm sure that our friends who have passed on don't want to see us miserable. Thanks. Yeah. So you guys were here after all?
Yeah.
Just like I thought.
Jeez.
I knew you guys will be here because I cast a spell to find you. So Migi, Himiko? If you don't mind, can we join you in your training?
Huh?
Huh? I will thank you all from the ground up, so we can end this killing game together. We're going to end this together?
Yeah.
Himiko and I promise Kaito.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna do what we promise and work together to end this killing game.
All right.
Yeah, we can't afford to lose to despair.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. Monokuma said that there was no hope everywhere. But he's wrong, there is hope. My friends are my hope. Kaito said it best, I'm not alone. That's right, I have friends. Not just my friends here, but also friends who have died. They all give us their hope too. That's why I'm going to live. I want to live for everyone who died. Despair cannot defeat me. I'll hold on and survive no matter what. Thank you, Kaito.
Let your sweat wash away all your sadness, fear, worry and hardships. Just start moving your body and your pain will become memories before you know it.
Then you should train too.
Well, I don't have anything to worry about. Cause, I mean, I'm Kaito Momota, Luminary of the Stars.
Hey! No fair, Kaito!
Hey!
Oh, by the way, what happened to Kibo? Do you know where he went?
Huh?
Kibo? I don't know. What is that guy up doing? I don't think a robot really needs to do any training. But the rest of us are here. I kinda wish he'd come too. Wow, this is really
It's
long.
quiet. Too quiet. And yet, this silence is quite refreshing. I used to hear my inner voice with perfect clarity. It would fill me with the power of hope, guide me along the right path. I can't hear it anymore. All I hear now is silence. That silence means my will is now my own. Even if despair is all we have to choose, even if hope no longer exists, I will never give in to despair. I will end this. No matter what, I will force this to end. This school, this ultimate academy for gifted juveniles, is steeped in despair.
That was random.
And I will destroy it.
He will become crazy. Okay, this trial is going really, really long. Okay, there we go, finally. Purpose of passion without voyage. I don't know how long is the final trial, but if it's too long, I'm probably gonna do it in 2 streams. Because this one, well, was actually the right 3 hours of stream, so I will see about the next one. If it's the same or it's actually longer, I don't know. I'm gonna ask a friend how long it was, because a friend playing this game, I just gonna tell me, don't tell me anything about the trial, I just want to see how long it lasts. So I know and I can plan a little better my time. I'm gonna save, just to make sure. But yeah, for the only thing I know is that this is the final chapter now. 3 to 4 hours probably. Then I'm probably gonna split it in 2 streams of 2 hours, if that is the case. But yeah, for now I think that's all for Danganronpa V3. So yeah, I'm gonna stop the stream here. That was a really interesting case. Was fun, an interesting twist of events. A little too dramatic at the end, but well, it still was a really interesting case, I'm going to lie. But yeah, this was Danganronpa V3 Killing Harmonies, so only one more chapter to go of this game. And that will be it for the Danganronpa trilogy, so I really hope you guys had fun in this crazy ass trial. I had a lot of fun. But yeah, this is your host Rexo, it's a little late, so thanks for coming guys, and I will see you the next week for probably the finale of Danganronpa V3. So yeah, see ya guys.